Omnia Premium Pro gives you the confidence to eliminate dead water on thousands of lakes across the U.S. Exclusively on the Omnia app, use 10 unique data layers containing critical real-time mapping information to see water temperature, water clarity, contours, lake bed hardness, and important weather data all in one place. Matched with Omnia's loyalty credit program on all your tackle and gear needs, this is the only app you need in your arsenal for success on the water.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
Attention all anglers, get ready for the Southshore Bass Open presented by Horseshoe Hammond Casino in Northwest Indiana. On August 2nd and 3rd, compete in this team bass fishing tournament on Lake Michigan with a guaranteed first place prize of $10,000. Bring the whole family to the Hammond Marina for a day of fun and games with a DJ, food vendors, cash bar, boat and tackle vendors, and live weigh-ins daily. Participating teams race to bring in their best 5 fish limit each day. Don't get left on the shore. Visit SouthshoreBass.com to register.
They assemble at night, each one having prepared as diligently as possible for the time given to them before the witching hour, the hour of reckoning, the time when they begin outdoor cartoon television. Stray Casts is on the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. This is the glorified version of the Bass and Talk Show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. It's been a couple weeks, but we are back to have a dang good time. Give it up for yourself, Bass Galaxy. It's Wednesday night. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Check out a party. Come on with the come-ons. You don't fight fair. That's Ryan Popcorn Whitaker over there, my co-host. And look at him. Look at him. Just look at you. Take a look at you. Look at you. You're all on a bar stool. Look over at you. You're all sitting on a bar stool over there. I like it, Ryan. I loved your Barstool Sports deal.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it's good.
That was a fun time.
I like the Barbie pole segment was the best.
Oh, yeah.
The trick
that was awesome.
65-pound braid. That's the trick.
I don't know what was on there. It was scary. They just handed them to us. I had no idea what
trick.
was on
But cool deal. If you want to check it out, where do they find it, Ryan? Barstool Sports YouTube.
Barstool Outdoors.
Yes.
YouTube. Barstool Outdoors YouTube.
It's really cool. And a bunch of local boys on there cutting it up with Ryan. Really cool.
Yeah,
really cool.
Everybody did great.
Ryan, it's great to be back, ain't it?
Yeah.
And
are we back?
We're back. This is surreal, but it is real. And tonight we thought we'd come back with a real wham bam wing danger.
Yes, sir.
And that's the one and only Mr. Ben Milikin and his mountainous empire tonight. Yes, Mr. Ben Milikin coming back to the show tonight. We're going to talk about how the West is really won, I guess. I don't know. Ben Milliken coming on. He's got a few things he wants to say to you, the Bass Galaxy. Also, we got Dennis Bannock coming on in a little bit here from the Southshore Bass Open, the largest money derb on the South Shores of Lake Michigan. Coming this way. Ryan, that's 10,000 plus could be yours.
10,000 guaranteed?
Guaranteed. So 10,000 could be yours, Ryan. Yeah.
Okay,
Jen Berg's hearing wedding bells when you win that one. Telling that right there. Hey, I want to remind everybody that we got cool things here on Straycast. We not only try to entertain and educate, but we got party favors. I mean, we do. This is the place in the Bass Galaxy to get you some stuff, some party favors. And we got Rockin' Shoal Fantasy. Oh, J.R. Ewing on the chat board. Give it up for J.R. Ewing, Rockin' Shoal Fantasy. He's the guy. He's the guy.
Where's he at? Where's JR?
I see him.
Where's
I see him.
Where's
There he
JR?
is. I see.
Stand up, JR.
There he is, JR. Shout it out for JR. JR, send him some questions, okay? And we'll field them to Mr. Milliken later. But also be nice to him, because tonight we have, what do we got? 2, 3, 4 like and shares. That's stupid. Four like and share deals tonight. All you got to do is like and share the live Facebook post or feed, and it's your chance to win a plethora of prizes. Okay, first off, the traditional tin cup mountain whiskey box of fun. That's right, a tin cup mountain whiskey box of fun. Second up, a pair of Waterland sunglasses, Milliken frame, of course. Nice. Third up is a Southshore Bass Open shirt. How about that? We like that. 3 chances, like and share. And here's the fourth one. This is the real deal. This is from Mr. Milikin himself. Like and share the live Facebook feed. Benny Milliken's giving you something from the garage. Yeah, that's right, Bass Galaxy. Don't you forget who loves you. Who loves you, baby?
That could be good.
Could be all right. Ben's got a bunch of stuff. I think last time he gave away a wooden spoon, though, so don't get your hopes up too much. But he put treble hooks on it, and it got a big fish on it.
Was it balsa?
It was on a YouTube challenge. Saw it. Yeah, baby, he did. Andy's back, too. I love it that Andy's back. The one and only, amazing producer extraordinaire. It's Andrew Ellenberger. He's a ginger ninja.
Yo, Pat, yo, Rye.
What's going on, bud?
Yo.
You back from your staycation?
Yeah.
Hey, I got a question for you. Serious question.
Shoot.
And you used to be the big fish guy. But Meg's, she's just making you look like a bia. You know what I mean? I'm
100%. Yeah, she caught a giant.
She's been going back on Straycast episodes and learning extra behind your back.
Yeah, she's doing her due diligence there.
What in the wide world of sports is going on there, Ginge?
It's that live scope. She's on that live scope.
She's on that pingity ping ping ping.
Yeah, she's on that live scope.
Hey, a 6-pounder's a 6-pounder.
Yeah.
You know,
she's on the dice.
Mm-hmm.
But congratulations to Megs on some choo-choo snoogan fatty magoos. Yes. Excellent, Ginge. Well, how you feeling? You feeling good?
Great, man. You
happy to be back? I know that that this is occupying some time for you. Actually, you are in a cyber hole right now, somewhere in the Bass Galaxy.
Yep. It's good. Yeah. Just hanging out.
Hey, hanging out, learning about Cuba, eating some food, just like Jeff Spicoli, right?
Yep. Let's have some fun.
Ginge, it's always fun to do a Straycast show, and but we got to be serious a minute. Our bud, Kyle Patrick, going through a bunch of BS right now. And
man. Good vibes to him.
Yeah, please, Bass Galaxy, send all the best of well wishes and warm wishes and proper wishes to, as Zona calls him, the fruit bat, Kyle Patrick. And we wish you the best, Kyle, and we hope that you could finish the end of the year. We hope that happens, and if not, make a hell of a story from when you come back and win 3 in a row next year. You know what I mean? Genji, let's keep rolling.
Keep rolling. Let's go.
Let's keep chugling. That's Ginger Ninja, right
Jug.
there. Hey, Chugly Lugly. Also, congratulations to Drew Cook. Drew's coming on next week. Him and John Cox, Cooking with Cox, next week.
Sorry, I was sharing the live feed.
No, I appreciate that. Yeah, like and share the live Facebook feed, and you can win stuff. It ain't no joke around here. Rockin' Shoal Fantasy's ready to give it away now. For real. Next week, John Cox and Drew Cook. So that should be fun. We're back.
Nice.
I've been screwing off for a couple weeks. I'm gonna be honest. I've just been loving and fishing. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. You know what I mean? Hey,
it's the season.
Let's get this deal growing. Let's pay a few bills. And Ginge, let's bring in a special guest to pay some bills with us today. Sitting in for Luke Foley, the Whiskey Gypsy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the one and only. He saves lives. He catches bass. And he's a damn good dude. Proper AF, they may say in the region. Give it up for Southshore Bass Opens. One and only, Dennis Vanek.
What's up,
How you
fellas?
doing?
Good, how are you?
What's up, DB?
Can you hear me okay?
You don't look like Luke Foley, but you're sitting in for the Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week today.
I am.
I like it.
It's kind of apropos for what I'm going to be talking about.
Yeah.
So the Tin Cup Word of the Week is Big Lake.
Big Lake. Okay. Big. I like it. Big Lake.
Yeah.
Tin Cup Whiskey Word of the Week.
That's one.
And if you hear the word Big Lake, and I'm going to throw in Bass in too, because I want everybody to have a good time tonight. You know what I mean?
Well,
If they
responsible.
say- yeah, Big Lake. Yeah, if they sip responsibly. That's right. And of course, Dennis Vanek will now be calling you off work tomorrow. So you just slip in his DMs and he'll call you off tomorrow if you have a little bit too much. But sip responsibly and please don't. And just stay put.
Yep.
Stay put. You know what I mean? Vanek, dude, second year here for the Big Lake
Southshore
Bass Open. I couldn't think of it.
Nailed it.
Nailed it right there. Thanks, Ryan. Whoa, look at there. There's a shirt right there. Bang. Right in front of my kisser.
Got it.
Last year, a tremendous success. And this year shaping up to be really cool, dude. $10,000 guaranteed.
Yes, sir. Yep.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. So we are guaranteeing that, and we're over the 30 boats, which wouldn't have mattered. It was anywhere between 1 and 30 boats. We were going to pay out $10,000 regardless. I actually just signed up 2 more teams as I was waiting to come on.
Nice. Excellent.
Yeah. So it's hitting really good right now. We're at like 34 teams. Hoping we had 36 last year, so we're ahead of schedule, which is good.
Excellent. Yeah, I know there's a lot of last minuters. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on a lot of hammers from this end.
Here's the deal. It's a team derb.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a team derb.
Yeah.
Right. 2-day event. South shores of Lake Michigan and Lake Calumet and the Calumet River, correct?
Yes, and we're opening up some different waters this year as well. In Indiana, some Indiana rivers and tributaries. So so the event kicks off on August 1st at the Horseshoe Casino. We're having our pre-tournament meeting, registration, and hospitality room hosted by the Horseshoe Casino. So the event really starts on Friday. Gets all the anglers together, gets the sponsors together, gets the vendors together. Everyone mingles, has a good time, and then it's game time on Saturday and Sunday, August 2nd and 3rd.
And Horseshoe Casino, huge contributor to this.
Yeah.
Hammond's Horseshoe Casino is the place where we're having the event as well.
Yes.
But here's the deal. It's like, okay, and no disrespect to Horseshoe Casino. Thank you so much for this. But I got to tell you, here, people in the region, better gambling odds at this South Shore deal. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
30 boats, Team Derb, 10K. I don't know. Pretty good odds. Pretty good odds, bud.
Yep. And it's that first place is just as we get more boats, obviously that's going to go up. So the cutoff is this coming Monday, July 28th. If there's any mail-ins, they have to be postmarked before that. I strongly suggest you just get a hold of me, southshorebass.com. All the information is on there. Get signed up, and hopefully we can get to 50 boats. I mean, that would be a big increase from last year.
And more money. And here's the deal for the anglers. More money for the anglers, of course. Now, listen, I mean, there's a lot of anglers around this area that aren't fishing this deal, and I don't understand why. I know some people are intimidated by the Big Lake. I do know that. It's it can be intimidating, but there are other bodies of water open, as Mr. Vanek stated. So so they can fish where? They can fish Calumet River.
Yep. So it's open only to Indiana and Illinois waters. So you can fish Lake Michigan, Indiana, Illinois. You can run up the Cal Sag, fish the river, fish Lake Calumet. You can lock through if you want and go down further south if you want to fish that part of the river, south of the lock. And we're opening up Burns Ditch. We're opening up the inland steel channel, where their turnout basin is. The river goes back there.
Yeah.
And Michigan City Harbor.
Real.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's go.
But there
Let's go.
are strict rules about going into those places that we will be discussing at the meeting. So just so everybody knows what the rules are.
You have to wear a hard hat
Yes,
in the ship canal.
and maybe a safety vest.
Yes.
Hey,
Dennis.
I hold on real quick.
Okay.
I want to, before I forget this is very important. I know you have a bunch of cool advertisers and sponsors for this event, but I got to tell you right now that we have a few of our advertisers that want to kick into this too, Dennis, and I hadn't told you about it.
Awesome.
One of them being, of course, Tin Cup Whiskey,
Yes.
right there.
Yep. Thank you, Luke Foley. Yep.
Yeah. Impulse is going to send some swag out and some certificates.
Thank you, Impulse.
Yeah, and the good thanks, Bill and Darlene. And also Abu Garcia's got a little Berkeley's got a little care pack.
Oh, great. Okay.
And by the way, big bait fishermen, if you have the new Beast 207.5 Beast rod coming out soon, insane swim bait combo. Sorry.
Awesome.
Back to you, Dan. I had to get that in before I forgot.
No, it's great. Yeah.
Dennis, tell them about some of the coolest things for me is like being able to leave your boat in the water and get a slip.
Yeah. So on southshorebass.com on the homepage, so the Hammond Marina is where everything's being staged at, launched out of. Everything goes on there. It's going to be bass fishing central for 2 days. Love it. We turn their parking lot into a bass fishing expo.
It's amazing. It's like an elite derb.
It is.
I IMC the thing last year, and honestly, it's the closest thing that I ever been to in this area to an elite derb.
Open bar meeting.
It's pretty
fully catered.
The anglers get loose. Let's put it that way. Dennis, you have some amazing people that have stepped up to the plate to help contribute to this event. You want to tell us who they are?
Yeah.
Please?
So obviously the Horseshoe Hammond is really our primary supporter sponsor of this event. They've really rolled out the red carpet for us last year, this year, and hopefully continuing in the future. South Shore Convention and Visitors Authority, they're the tourism bureau for Lake County, Indiana.
Awesome.
They're really helpful. Bedford Sales and Outdoors.
Oh, yeah.
Is the number 10 or in the top 10 bass cat dealer in the country. So
the kitty, you love those kitties.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Meow.
Yeah. My second one. My longtime State Farm agent, Al Dempsey State Farm out of Whiting, Indiana.
Yeah, Al Dempsey.
Of course, the Hammond Marina and Hammond Port Authority. They provide us with golf carts. They provide all the anglers with all the ice they need for the event. They give us like 15 volunteers for the event.
Pretty awesome.
It's
awesome.
awesome.
They were handing us ice.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
And Snickers
roll into launch and they're just
right.
I've always had to pay like $10 a bag. They just
right. Well, Ryan was saying they're offering up boat slips for half the cost of regular boat slips per day. It's $17.50. You can leave your boat in the water
with power.
With power.
Yeah, charge her up.
It's
Bring
like
the whole family too. This event is cool. Yeah. It's like a carnival.
Yep.
Ryan spent most of the time getting his face painted last year.
That's right.
I mean, it's a good time for everybody.
Yeah.
And of course, and back. Yeah.
And 10 Cup Mountain Whiskey, we love that they're on board. They're going to be our exclusive whiskey sponsor. That's the only whiskey you're going to be able to drink at the event.
All right, we're going to hurt you. Hey, who's your picks? Give me a couple picks for this event. Come on, 2 picks.
It'd be me if I was fishing it, but I'm not.
Yeah, we know that, Dennis. Give me 2 picks. 2 teams. Come on.
Well, I mean, I got to go with the reigning champs, Marler and Duraz. I gotta, but that guy right there sitting next to you or wherever he's at.
Top Cornelius. Yes, he's across from me. Yeah.
He's got the most time.
My mom won't let me fish.
He's out there 5, 6, maybe 8 days a week. I don't know. But Ryan and Ross.
Yeah, Paul McCartney.
You're up there. Brian Jackson's been on fire this year.
I've seen that. He's been beasting. My pick is a dark horse of the competition, Mr. Ralph Steiger, out of retirement, coming in, hands down, 32-pound sack 3 fish. I don't know.
Absolutely.
Dennis Bannock, where is it? It's South Shore. The website again, one more time, please.
Southshorebass.com.
Southshorebass.com.
Yes, sir.
Pretty cool.
$450 entry fee to win a chance of $10,000+ dollars.
Now I got to tell you this: I leave for the Elite Series the next day, and if you guys could figure out a way, and I know it's not necessarily in your control, but next year to work it with that Elite schedule, which is already out.
It is. So this event is going to be August 1st and 2nd next year.
What's the Elite schedule?
August 13th, I think, is there.
Okay, well, there you go. Maybe we can get some.
They're in.
Maybe
Oh,
we can
we're
get some
good.
people to take the locals' money.
Let's go.
I don't know. I don't know what we're
That's
saying.
just in.
Dennis Bannock, I know.
Anglers next year.
Hey,
Yep.
by the way, you're giving away that shirt tonight, the Southshore Bass shirt.
All
All
right.
they got to do is like and share the live Facebook feed.
Absolutely.
Also, you can win a pair of Ben Milliken frame Waterland sunglasses. You can win that, Dennis. You can win that too.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
sunglasses.
yeah. Of course. So can Diambala. He can win that too.
I might even throw this hat in too.
Okay, a little care pack. I like it.
Bingo.
I like it. Hey, you know what? Also a tin cup mountain whiskey box of goodness to your door. And the grand prize, if you like and share this live Facebook feed, putting your name in the randomizer, got a chance to win the Ben Milliken grand prize. A prize from Ben. There it is. Hey, Bannock.
One more thing.
One
Yes,
more thing. Very
Tell,
nice.
tell them about all the additional winners in this tournament, service workers.
Yes, absolutely. So we have big bass both days. Right now, it's going to be. We only have 34 teams, but I bumped it to $400.
Okay.
So it might go up from there. It's $400 big bass both days. We
Nice.
have heaviest sack of the derb, $400.
Little side betters.
Nice.
Side potters.
Big bag of the derb.
There's parking lot races. There's
Yeah.
arm wrestle the bearded fat woman. That's a good one.
Whatever. Hey,
Yeah, hey, who can eat the most snow cones? That's a good one. The glizzy contest. I go to that. Yeah, I mean, come on. Everybody's eating those.
we're gonna do a side pot for a sticker program. $20. Everyone, both teammates get a sticker. First two places out of the money, each team gets $150.
There it is.
Nice. Are you doing police, fire, military?
Police, fire, military, highest finishing team in that category. They're all going to be combined this year together. So highest
Okay.
finishing of any one of those. Right now it's $300. I may raise that up. So
Nice.
the more people we get in this, money goes up.
Let's get that.
Do it.
out there.
Come on. Let's go.
Yep.
Website one more time, Dan.
Southshorebass.com.
Southshorebass.com. Southshorebass.com.
Yes, sir.
Did you say southshorebass.com?
I did, and I said
Get it
big
in
lake.
your
Let's
head.
fish the big lake. The big lake is the best lake around here. I grew up on the big lake. I've been out there my whole life. The big lake is where it's at.
Let's
Keep
see.
drinking, Ryan.
Let's
I
see
know.
how it shows
Give
up.
me like 5 more.
We'll see you at the picnic right there. Dennis, thank you
Yes,
for
sir.
all you do for this event and bringing bass in to the
Thank
South
you guys for
Shore
having me
community.
on. I really
I
Give it
echo
up.
that.
That's
Thank you,
Dennis
Dennis.
Bannock
Can't
right
wait.
there. Heck yeah. South Shore
Good
Bass.
to see you all out there.
Thank
We're
you.
gonna
We'll
see
see you.
everybody.
See you at the soiree.
Everybody.
Hey, let's
Thanks, Dennis.
let's put the power poles down. Put the power poles down for pleasure. And let's get this straight cash show back on track on the crazy train. R.I.P. Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. Benny Milikin coming up after the break.
There's a moment when you're faced with
Welcome back. This is the glorified version of the Bass and Dog Show. I'm your host, Pat Renwick. Guy over there is Ryan Popcorn Whitaker. Andrew Ellenberger's producing that right here. And we're pretty excited. It's been about a year since we had this cat on the show. He's up in the mountains. He's doing crazy bass and rock star stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, we're bringing back.
Train.
Yeah, he's riding high on the crazy train. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only, let's call him iconic, Mr. Ben Milliken joins the Stray Cast stage.
What's up, gentlemen?
Look at you, cowboy.
What's up, Ben?
Yeah. Yeah, someone in the
Ben
comments of our video you put up called me Bendiana Jones in this hat. I like it.
You do look like Bendiana Jones. You know what I mean? Or maybe a villain. A villain.
I was going for Jacob Snell from Ozark.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. You got them villain vibes going. You know what I mean?
Got me twisted, Darlene.
Ben, it's great to have you back on the show, man. And thanks for taking time out of your family break to hang out with us tonight, man.
No, it's great to be on, man. This break has been unreal. It's been so good for the soul, and I mean, really, I've been working my ass off. So we've been doing a lot of family stuff. I've been doing some crazy amount of filming out all over the country, and it's been good, just really good.
I've been lazy the last 2 weeks. I just been loving and fishing. I'm just being honest.
Only two things you can do, right?
Yeah, I mean, but I'm working again. We're back.
Ben, did you find some public park Wi-Fi or something? What's going on?
No, we got. Yeah, it's a miracle we have anything, but it's the Starlink. We got right back behind us on the RV.
He borrowed Matt Robertson's.
I was gonna say
I did.
Yeah, he borrowed Maddie's. Remember?
I'm glad it's crystal clear. Yeah, it's not. I think this is the first podcast I've ever done outdoors. But when you got a view like these mountains back behind me, you got to do it. You know.
Yeah,
tap them.
That's
those
quite the view, bud. Quite the view. That's for sure. Ben, again, great to have. It's been about a year since you've been on the show. I think maybe last September or something like that, right?
It's wild. I think it has been. It seems like I'm on more often, but it's just because I see you at all these elite events, Pat.
Yeah, no, it's great to see you. And get to share time with you on the elites and
behind the tanks.
Yeah, behind the tanks. That's for sure, man. And it's a cool life you live, Ben Milliken. It really is.
It is. It's crazy.
It's I mean, you're very fortunate. You're a fortunate man. I mean, look at you, all Jed Clampeted in the mountains up there. You know what I mean? Croonin' Broil. Is that a thing? Croonin' Broil? I don't know what that means. But I mean, you're doing good, man. You did really good for yourself. And I don't know. Did you, very simple question, but did you ever really see yourself doing this type of deal, man? I mean,
to be honest, this is my goal, from the start, from when I was wanted a job in the fishing industry, was to be able to have the freedom to, be able to go out on trips like this. We haven't been home since April. And we're basically you know what, we want to travel, and we want to, we're going to be at these Elite Series events up north, and we're going to be back visiting family in Nebraska, and it's going to be 100 degrees every day in Houston. So if we're gonna, have the ability to go and travel all over the place, we might as well do it. And luckily, we just talked about, I got the Wi-Fi here, so we basically were you know what,
you own the world.
That's right. I'm gonna be filming. I'm gonna be working my butt off fishing anyway, so I might as well, go do it in some crazy beautiful places. But yeah, man, this is. The Elite Series was, of course, a dream of mine. That's something I always want to do because I'm super competitive and I love fishing. I made up with it. I love bass fishing more than anything. But that's not really the only thing that, is what I'm about and what my aspirations were.
I noticed that.
Really, being able to do this along with the Elite Series is incredible. So,
okay, so let me back up. So I guess, when you were doing the college derbs, what was that? 2013?
Oh, man, it's been a while.
Probably I know.
I think 13 to 15. No, 13 was when
Schroeder, your derb?
Yeah, derb? Ben Kroger.
Kroger. I knew it was Schroeder. I said something like Kroger. Okay, gotcha. I mean, in 2013, 14, you and Kroger are out there on the trail. You know what I mean? Doing okay for yourselves. And your aspiration then was to YouTubing.
For sure. I
just
mean,
freedom.
that was before then. My aspirations really then were just tournament fishing and trying to make it from the derb side of things. But college fishing wasn't the platform then that it is now. There was still hundreds of teams, but it wasn't massive as it is now with scholarships and all the funding and really the platform and the network of anglers and the direct feeder system into the higher levels that has been created by amazing anglers that have jumped from college to the Elite Series and had the success they have, like Jordan Lee and Eastern Fothergill, and I mean Patrick Walters, Justin Atkins, like all these guys that are amazing fishermen.
Yeah.
But back then my goal was to fish as many tournaments as possible, and I figured since I was in college, I might as well hop in the college fishing derbs. But life comes around like it does for all of us, and I got done with school and I need to get a job, and I'm from Nebraska, and it wasn't really in the cards for me to travel to the Opens 10 hours away in Louisiana and Texas. And then so I worked and kind of did tournaments, and then I kind of got into the YouTube thing after a couple of years of that, and was like, okay, this is a new avenue to at least work and fish for a living, or make videos for a living. And so we've kind of grown it and just tried to, keep as many bridges from being burned and keep our eyes open and our opportunities open as much as possible since then. And I guess that's kind of led me to where we're at now.
Yeah, and that's a great way to put it. That was a nice bridge to cross right there. And I mean, Ben, it's come to the point where you inspire lots of people, man. I mean, it's okay. 2013 fishing college derbs. You're a total derber. Then you get into the YouTube thing. Then back into the Durbin thing. Then it's a montage of it all, and all that inspires every element of angling. It's pretty cool. From your weekend people to your tournament fishermen, it's like, well, I guess if he can do it, so can I.
Sure.
It's pretty cool.
That's the coolest thing about it. I mean, and that's not something that you necessarily realize when you get going in it, and you get, you keep your head down and working and busting your butt to get as much content up as possible. But my parents were both school teachers, and the first thing they told me since I was very young was, do not ever become a school teacher. Now, of course, my sister becomes a school teacher, but I at least took their advice. But I think there's just something deep down and in my blood and my soul that I want to help and inspire people. And so it hasn't been something that I really have thought about a ton until the last few years, and I'm starting to, we're getting a little older now, or starting to come full circle and see some things with a different perspective. But the inspiration you can give to people, and it's not just like inspiring people to go spend their life savings to go jump in the Opens and try to make the Elite Series, or to go out and buy $100,000 bass boat. Just inspire someone that hasn't fished since they were a kid, and now their life happened to them, and now they're 50 and they got kids that are older or whatever. And then, at that point you get them back into fishing, or just get them out on the water one time. Just to inspire that much is just as good as anything else.
Man. And the pair, it's really cool how you put that too. And as you said that, I think about parallels between bass fishermen and musicians, especially bass fishermen that are in the public eye, and you evolve in your art. Let's just put it that way. You evolve in your art. You and I were talking about Ozzy Osbourne, earlier today, and God rest his soul. I mean, what an inspiration right there Ozzy was. Yeah. And of course, a true story that we're just making up. You named your son Ozzy after.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I'm already trying to teach him to bite the head off birds. So we'll
keep him tough. You know what I mean?
That's exactly right.
And then he won't need rabies shots. You just keep him conditioned. But has a musician ever inspired your life? I mean, I'm sure it has. Think about a moment,
man. I think there's always music has always been, a big part of my life. I can't think of like a specific musician, but music, is very inspirational. And of course, fishermen of all different walks of life have been very inspirational to my journey as well. So that's been really cool. And I mean, we always ask the question, is fishing a sport? Is it considered a sport? Is it a top level sport? And that can go a lot of ways, but I've always thought of fishing as more of an art. And just like how you said it, it's
Yeah,
something that we're
angling.
always, the industry is always changing. But the cool thing about it is like what's good for you and what you like to use, how you like to use it, where you like to use it is different for everyone. Everyone has their own style, and it's always evolving. And that's more of an art to me than about anything.
The art of angling.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, and it is. It really is an art. And if you, I mean, and as crazy as this sounds, fly fishermen, that casting is an art. Denny Brower flipping and pitching, that is an art. Rick Clunn roll casting and Kevin Van Dam, that's an art. You know what I mean? It really is.
There's everybody.
Easton Fothergill on the shake minnow, that's an art.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool.
It's whatever you make of it.
Yeah, man. I mean, and you said art, athletes, sports. You were University of Nebraska, right? You played baseball or football, freshman.
Nebraska at Omaha. Yeah, so it's it's another Division I school, but yes, baseball. Yep,
baseball. What position did you play, Benny?
A little bit of everything. I was left-handed, so I pitched, first base, and outfield.
Nice. They used you to their advantage.
That's right.
A lefty, the southpaw. I get it.
Right field.
Yep.
I get it.
Yeah, right and center.
Okay.
And of course, you were college Durbin at that time too.
Yes,
Did you
sir.
stay out of trouble in college, or were you a troublemaker?
Besides having a kid, yeah, I stayed out of trouble.
Okay.
Well, at least I never got caught getting in trouble anyway.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's right.
Yeah, no trouble. Yeah.
Best advice yet. That's the inspiration. What were you doing for like little jobs and stuff in college? Because I remember like some of your first YouTube videos, you would actually do them on break. Didn't you?
That's
do
crazy.
It?
That's crazy, Pat. You bring that back. Okay, so this is kind of funny. Before I had a real job after college, before that, I was a telemarketer. I was that guy. And so I worked at a bunch of different call centers, and I was a salesman a little bit at a couple of the different ones. Because no one stays at those jobs very long, so we kind of ran through a bunch of those. But that's actually where I met Father Zach Keinart from Six Cents in Waterland. We met like 20 years ago at a call center. We were selling Highlights magazine.
Dude, that's so appropriate.
Dude, me and him would just freaking blast those things out. We would sell so many more than anybody else out there because everyone talks about having a marketing or a sales degree helping you so much in the industry, but that's really where I learned my gift of gab and really being, an outward salesman and talking about products and promoting products. It's crazy the parallels there. It's nothing at all.
100%, dude.
Dude, I mean, I'm sitting here talking to strangers right now, and I was talking, not you guys, but the people watching, and I was talking to strangers then, and that's just, I mean, truthfully, it's funny. That's really, I'm still kind of an introvert. I'm not super outgoing, and I'm not, people be kind of surprised by that, but I really was a lot more so in growing up and in high school and college. So I think those jobs really just, you sit there and you talk to random people over and over and over and over for every single day. You develop that, and that's really helped me honestly with videos and promotion more than anything.
And it thickens your skin.
Oh yeah,
it does.
100%.
You learn to accept no's.
Yes, and you
not
get called a lot of names too.
I could imagine you and Zach doing some telemarketing and them just letting you two have it. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely. Zach was funny because Zach is like the ultimate talker on the planet. But Zach would have his headset on, and it was, of course, like wired headsets to the computer. And he would pace around his little station while he talked to people and tried to like
just Wolf of Wall Street in his way through.
Dude, he
Zach
was
is our boss over at Waterland. In case you don't know, Zach's him and Cooper Thorpe. But I could just see him. Yeah, I could see
that was Zach's vibe. I mean, he'd probably walk 20,000 steps every night, just pacing around Wolf of Wall Street and all those guys.
Oh, that's awesome. And he's become quite successful, like you too, Ben.
Exactly.
Look at that. Exactly. See that? But I mean, dude. So that's pretty cool, though. And I remember the first time that you were ever on the Straight Cast Network. I think we did a little Bass Buzz, and I've done a lot of shows over the years, Ben, and it's cool to actually, when we have guests on again, to remember some commonalities. And both of my parents were teachers. And I also, of course, worked as a salesman in telemarketing. We're still salesmen.
Didn't you manage a telemarketing?
Yeah,
office?
I managed all that kind of stuff. So I mean, it's it all helps in the long, happy road of destiny. You know what I mean?
100%. I wish I would have just done that instead of spend money on college at this point. But it's always good to get a college degree, I guess, kind of.
Man, if the shoulder didn't go out, you could have been playing ball. You know what I mean? You pay a lot
the
more
shoulder
money.
definitely, the shoulders and elbows definitely can feel it after about 6 days in a row of Durban. So yeah, I'm paying for that these days.
Let me tell you one of the coolest things that I admire about you. And that is that you give 0 Fs. But here's the thing that goes with that. Most people that give 0 Fs at most times can be selfish and careless and maybe a little reckless. But you are a family man that gives 0 Fs, yet you still put your family ahead of everything. It's a great quality to have, Ben Milliken.
Well, I appreciate that. And I'm always striving for that. If you ask my wife, she probably wouldn't say it's always that way. We try so hard to get that balance right, though, all the time. There's no such thing as work-life balance, but it's a constant struggle every day. But I mean, I definitely would say there's times where I've learned that I've been a little bit more reckless than I should be. Never going too crazy, of course, but you do this thing for 10 years and you make 3 to 7 videos a week. You're going to say some things and do some things that you wish you had back at times, of course. But yeah, for the most part, we've maintained that balance to a decent scale to this point.
Have you ever had like a epiphany in life, like a real moment of self-awareness? Can you pinpoint any moment in your life like that?
I would say when it wasn't really, I've had several moments, I guess, but nothing that really jumps out crazy. But when I first heard and saw the YouTube thing and that guys were making money and making a living doing YouTube fishing, that was obviously a very crucial point and turning point in my life when I decided I was just going to do it.
Brandon Palaniuk just drove by. I saw his
Brandon
camper.
Palaniuk, there he is, Cherokee Wolfpack.
There he is. Sorry.
See Brandon. All right, he's out of here. He was out here in Utah also. I don't know what he's doing here. I guess he's on the way to Mississippi River.
He's killing him something.
He is. I've fished with people that it was kind of like I'd been through a process over the last 8 to 10 years where you kind of get stuck in a rut. You get to a point where you're kind of doing the same thing over and over, and you don't really know why you're doing things sometimes, because maybe people aren't accepting it quite how you want them to, or you're not getting as much feedback, you're not getting as many views and as much engagement as you would like in your content. And then you go fish with somebody else doing something totally different, or someone that's a lot more thoughtful and just doing things a little bit different way. And those moments and those people have inspired me, and it's been kind of an epiphany, fishing with a couple of those guys.
Yeah, I can relate. I can relate to that exactly. And
obviously, Ben, you're obviously obsessed with fishing, with bassing, and
he's got it
film.
bad. Yeah.
As someone who is also obsessed with bassing and wants to film, but always just puts the fishing ahead of filming, do you have any advice for anyone, like how to stay organized with your camera equipment, get it set up, and still enjoy your fishing day?
Man, I wish I could be like, have all the advice in the world for you, but I, to this day, struggle so much with that, with organizing and taking the days off to actually edit and work on that stuff, because that side of things is work for me, and really it's as much work as it takes as much time as the fishing side of it does.
Probably more.
Probably more at times, definitely. That's been a huge struggle for me the last 7 weeks. We've been traveling in the Pacific Northwest and now down through Utah, fishing bucket list destinations for me. I'm like, okay, well, I'm 100 yards from the lake. I'm gonna sit here and look at the computer all day. Right. It's a nightmare. But it's just, I mean, it's always give and take. You gotta realize that it's part of it. And I mean, to be honest, I get up at like a lot of these days, I get up at, 4 in the morning and work until, sunrise, go fish, and then, hang out with the family when I get done, make dinner, get done with that, put them to bed. And then I get back to work until, midnight a lot of nights. That's, sleep is the thing that I give up a lot of times still to this day.
So don't sleep. Okay.
Yeah,
Don't sleep. That's my advice.
Ben
There you
Milliken,
go.
tip of the week: sleep is for when you're dead.
I mean, truthfully, it's like, you got to take care of yourself and be healthy. And I don't do that very much. But you got to, if you're serious about it, you got to do it. I mean, there's no easy, it's not easy to go make a good video in an hour and then edit the video in an hour and then, go do whatever you want to do the rest of the day. That's not a thing that's possible, really. So,
Right.
Yep.
Well, he's figuring out some kind of formula.
Yeah, you obviously got something figured out. I mean, the edits are great. The fishing's great. I mean,
Well,
it's I mean, do you just a simpler question, like as far as like camera? I mean, is there a way to simplify the camera setup? Like, I mean, do you just set one up, put it on loop, and set it up and go? Like for someone that just wants to get basic,
He'd be
content?
lost without his wife. His wife's doing all the hard work.
She is, man. She watches the kids.
That's the deal. But I'm giving you the real juice right there.
The kids are 5 and 2, and they're a nightmare most of the time. So she does have
Becky's
the
got
hard
a kid
job.
on each hip and a camera. I mean,
Yeah, both of them punching her at the same time, so it's great. Punching her or running in the street. There's no in between.
Don't sleep.
Yeah, man.
get away.
I mean, really, the biggest thing that I've always done is kind of with the looping. I as soon as if something happens in the video, I catch a fish, I say something I want in the video, I hit the power button or the record button right afterwards, so I know there's something at the end of that clip, and I can just cycle through. I can look at those clips that are shorter as opposed to the full length ones, that loop out, and
that's what you told me to do, Ryan.
man.
Yeah.
So you already knew the answer. See, Ryan's
Exactly.
smarter
I
than
was
he thought.
hoping. I was hoping there was something easier.
Stop
That's
thinking
why
like
I'm
you're
asking.
thinking. Is that Oz?
But yeah,
Oh, we got Myra.
Hey, Myra,
Say
how
hi.
you doing?
Can you say hi? Look,
What's going
they're the
on?
screen. See him?
How you doing? How's the mountains?
there you are. That's you.
Look
You
at
like the
you.
mountains? Yeah, they've been pretty fun, huh? You go swimming at the beach today? Then she went on a boat ride, and she's been ripping lips or trying to catch lake trout.
We love that.
Nice.
Heck yeah. She's just waving like a pageant queen.
She's a queen, all right.
Yeah, Ben, let's keep talking about YouTube a little. I got a whole little
Okay.
YouTube thing, but let's just
Sure.
keep going on there. Ben, I got a little confession to make. That's awesome. Man, I think we missed the bus on the YouTube thing. Like, I thought it was so uncool forever.
You think?
And yeah, I thought like, so Straycast does really good. Like our Facebook number things are good, and our podcast thing is good. We make a living with this, but like our YouTube sucks. It just zero, like no views on the thing. I would get some views, whatever. But, yeah, right, Myra. I know.
You say bye-bye.
So, peace.
Bye.
See you soon on the road. But it's like, so it was kind of like YouTube is like everybody was doing it. And it was like Ryan and I talked about this before. Like in high school, if people were listening to Zeppelin, we might move to Sabbath. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like because
100%,
it's like the goth kids in South Park.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Punk rock.
Yeah, there you go.
Go the other way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's
We're
really
done.
hard. And fishing being such a copycat industry, I'm not just talking about the fuzzy dices and stuff, but the the people too.
Yeah.
It's I don't know, man. It's like I don't know. But then let me tell you this. All right, I'm starting looking at these people on YouTube, and what kind of turned me off, all those hand job videos. First of all, I was sick of that, like just hands and hairy arms and old. Now, I mean, Ben, you kind of started some of that stuff. You had to do that on the off time. I mean, but then you get people that are doing these instructional videos that should not be teaching. All right,
Sure.
that's what
Sounds like our algorithm on YouTube's a little bit different, Pat.
No, you know what I mean.
Carolina.
You know what I mean? The hand videos. It's the YouTube.
Right.
It's the hand
Right.
with the handy video. You know what I mean?
Handies. Yeah.
FG not
That-
made easy.
Yeah. No, it's like in a kayak and it's just hands and hairy arms. What is that? I don't know.
It's POV. Pat.
A lot
Yeah,
of hairy arms.
The
It's
POV,
POV kayaking.
hand job YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Had enough of them. Had enough of them. But here,
It's called a chest.
and then you had people that were teaching that maybe shouldn't have been teaching.
100%.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, here comes this guy, Ben Milliken. And he's got a little bit of different attitude about things. I kind of like IDGAF attitude. All right.
Yep.
He's showing you what works for him, not claiming that it's the do all that end all. What works for Ben Milliken? Now, here's a real guy. I was watching like Snoogans and stuff like that. Nothing against those guys, but I just didn't understand it all.
Well, here's the thing. We related to this because we grew up tournament bass fishing. So his videos where you like your early videos, Ben, where you were just derping.
Wrong.
I was like, you're skipping docks, you're catching good. I'm like, this is what I like to do. I'm going to watch this. But a lot of people, they just jump in a kayak and go out there and try to catch one on a spinnerbait. And then they see that video and they're like,
they like the handy videos.
This is what I do.
Yep.
I have my hands in front of me. And this guy does too.
Well, Ben did the in-between work hand videos.
Yeah.
To start. But he was the trendsetter in it. And I'm being serious. What I'm talking about is the head or the chest cam, and it's just hands. But sometimes you don't have reeling in fish. And
then the hook set goes
Yeah.
You get the sky shot on the hook set. Yeah, it's good.
But you evolved it, man.
Wow, that's I understand what you're trying to say there, Pat. That really went a lot of directions, though.
Yeah, possibly by design.
No, I mean that was to be honest. When I got into it, I kind of looked at it kind of exactly how you said. Like, there's a bunch of people that are doing this, and they're getting a lot of attention and views and reaching a lot of people more than anything. It wasn't because I wanted to be popular or famous or anything like that. Like I said, I wanted to work in the fishing industry, and I had no idea how to do that. I knew no one besides Casey, the owner of 6 Cents, and that was the only person I knew that was in the fishing industry besides some random people that I even fished against. That was it. And so I saw what those guys were doing, and I kind of thought, like, these guys don't know anything about fishing at all, like almost nothing. And there's at the same time also there's so many moments in tournaments and dicking around with Zark and all these things that would be.
By the way, could you please punch him in the arm for me as hard as you can, because where is he in jail again, or just not answering my calls, or what? What's he doing?
He's been in jail a few times, actually. He's out now, though.
Oh, good. Tell him to call me back, for crying out loud.
He must I think he'd do anything to talk to you, Pat, so I'm surprised he didn't answer.
Yeah,
but
he must not know it's me. He thinks it's a bill collector.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's probably what it is, actually. But yeah, so that was kind of an inspiration for me to get started. And I wasn't really sure what direction I wanted to go with the channel, because a lot of guys were posting tip videos that, again, I was like, these people, they're like the most generic garbage tips. And just like you said there, Popcorn, it's not like I was saying like, this is the way, this is the right way, this is how you do it. I'm like, you know what, this is how I do it. There's a million different ways to do it, but let me show you. Like, I'm catching fish on this stuff, and I'm going to be a very transparent and straightforward to you guys. And I think that realism didn't exist on YouTube at that point.
It did not.
There's a lot of great channels now. A lot of guys that are do a very good job at it, give great information, and a lot of guys that are very entertaining, and a lot of guys that are themselves, which is amazing. It's come that far. But back then it was like, everyone was actors just trying to make money. And now it's probably even worse, to be honest. But at that point, that's about all it was they saw the dollar sign and the popularity, because a lot of people were younger that were doing it. And they were, being actors. They were doing things just to get clicks, and a lot of that stuff didn't resonate with people like you and I, that were more interested in tournament fishing and were like, trying to actually learn something or be entertained a little bit. So that was kind of my stance always, entertain, educate, and just be myself and show what it's like for, your average guy that goes out and fishes 20 random tournaments all over the couple state area within 3 hours of his house, which is, there's a ton more guys that do that than fish the opens or the elites or any other top level circuit.
100%, dude. We got a deal coming here to the South Shore for 10K, the biggest.
That sounds
tournament.
amazing. That sounded
Yeah.
so cool last year, and I wanted to fish it. And now I'm. When is that, Pat?
What's it? You got your practicing. You'll be at
It's
Claire.
August
No, that's
2nd,
not
3rd,
important.
but we've got word that next year it's not going to interfere.
Yeah, next year you and Zark can compete.
Deal, dude. We probably will actually. That sounds really.
He can use the
awesome.
10K,
Come after
Benny.
it. It's a fun body of water.
South
Yeah,
Shore Bass
Honestly,
Open.
I seriously like that's one thing. Like again, elites was my dream, but fishing the opens now the elites a few years, I realize how much I enjoy fishing a Saturday jackpot derb at the 500-acre lake with 40 boats with Zark. So something I always will keep in my back pocket and want to do forever.
Yeah, and
He's
make no mistake, this I mean, you're going to get golf carted to the stage. You're going to get open bar and a catered event at the meeting. Like
Zark's used
a good
to that.
event.
Zark's used to all that.
It's pretty sick, man. For what we got here, it's awesome, and it's Lake Michigan. It's
that's awesome for sure.
Yeah, if you can do it next year, definitely.
I will definitely. I'll be there.
The and back to the YouTube thing, man. It's like, okay, you even took it to the next level. So, and it just, man, I was just like, it just reiterated even more. It's like, man, I should have just given this YouTube thing a little more shot. Now here comes Ben Milliken, a YouTube guy that I grew respect for. And now he becomes an elite. The only YouTuber to ever become elite. Are you the only YouTuber to ever fish a classic as well, I believe?
Well, it depends on if you want to say Taku was a YouTuber or not. Because
he was a supermodel too. So
he was, Taku, YouTuber, supermodel. He did everything.
Taku did all kinds of stuff.
No, it was Foot. I think
Foot model. Yes, did foot jobs.
Yeah. Yep. But yeah, besides him, I'm not sure what he did, but I did hear that he was very entertaining and made a lot of good videos in Japan. It was popular.
He was huge in Japan for real.
So,
he was like on the equivalent of GQ and stuff in Japan.
He was like Cheap Trick.
Yeah. Live at Booty
just like Cheap Trick.
Yeah,
the American Beatles.
And Hasselhoff. He really was. He was really
Japanese
big in
Beatles.
Japan.
Right. So I'm the second YouTuber ever.
There we go. Clarified it. And Brandon didn't YouTube till after.
Yeah, he was already on for a long time.
I remember Brandon used to post like some videos. I mean, everyone posts some random videos. Most of the Elite Series guys at some point. But Brandon posts some really cool stuff. I remember watching his swim bait stuff. Coeur d'Alene up there, and I think he did some stuff with Brad Knight, if I remember right. In Tennessee. Man, that's been like
way back
15 plus years ago.
Brandon was in 2010, 2011, I think. It was one of those 2 years.
I don't remember what the Kawachi Classic. Yeah.
That was 10 or 11. I think it was 11.
I remember Brandon was fishing like an old, like a Matt Lures 6-inch. He'll remember a soft bait if he would have watched this. But those were some of the videos that inspired me to, and that was one thing with YouTube too. That I was just like, man, these guys don't get it, and it's just there's a lot of cool stuff that we've got with cool bites, different stuff in different places we've traveled that I think would be really cool to share. And obviously, we're doing that to the utmost extent now, going to like the coolest places in the country.
You're capturing great moments, dude. Like really, you are. And back to the real quick back about the Palahniuk thing. I can remember like Zona and Sanders just being taken aback by Palahniuk because he'd be filming for his YouTube videos as he's battling a 5-pounder in an Elite Series event. Yep. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And they'd be like, wow. And because that was unheard of at the time.
Yeah, he laid some pavement.
He sure did.
Yeah, I think that was one of the first things that I remembered, and it kind of really took off from when he got disqualified from the Mississippi River, and then he went and won at the St. Lawrence River. That was one of the first moments. He had that hat cam going, and he was talking his way through the fish fights and everything, and man, it's crazy.
That was his Babe Ruth moment. He totally
called
that
shot. That was. He pointed.
He said, I'll just go win the next one.
Might as well. That's unreal.
That's crazy.
I remember that show too when he came on after. That was awesome.
Yeah.
YouTube, smashing it. Are you on the TikToks?
I'm getting bigger on that. I'm actually, I'm really starting to double down on that a little bit. That was, I was like one of the first 2 fishermen that were on TikTok like 4 years ago.
And I was like, I'm getting 1 million views and 100,000 views on random stupid videos, but I don't even understand what that means. So I just stopped doing it for like 3 years.
Okay.
And now here I am like, oh, I probably should have done something with that. So yeah, getting back going on that a little bit more now.
Will YouTube always be the king platform?
I don't know if it always will be, but it definitely, it's definitely a special platform. Because I mean, you can say like, of course, long form content will always have a place. The attention's gotten spread out with TikTok a lot, and that's unfortunate. But and it's shortened people's attention span, I think, more than ever too, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
But man, YouTube is a special platform. And the cool thing about YouTube is like, as attention is kind of, left it a little bit and gone to TikTok, like the CPM and the ad revenue has gone up. So it'll kind of always be that way, the less supply, the more demand. And that's the way the advertisers are too with it. So it kind of ebbs and flows that way.
How many subs you have now on there?
Oh man, 500 some thousand.
Half a million. Half a million.
Maybe almost 600,000, I think.
Yeah, let's not cut it short. I mean, that's pretty amazing.
How many tournament bass
Dude, that's
fishermen?
silly.
How many tournament bass anglers are in the U.S.?
Oh,
Ben, do you have an answer to that?
there's like
I don't know.
5.
I don't know.
A couple dozen.
I mean,
Probably. I mean, you think about like the kayak stuff now.
Yep.
I don't know. I'd be curious how many are in like Texas with the amount of people that fish there. Probably what, 20,000 maybe?
I don't know.
Yeah,
man.
maybe. I don't know.
We need a Bass and Man census.
I'd like to know how many Bassmaster subscriptions there are. That would give.
That's a good.
How many Bass Nation members there are?
Yeah.
That'd be a good
sure.
start.
That is right.
And then
call him up tomorrow.
probably double it.
Probe Ronnie Moore tomorrow. For that.
Okay, I'll probe
We
him.
got probe him.
Sure.
Hey, that's a lot of subs, man. A lot of subscribers, man. So
Yeah.
you run into your subscribers, your fans often on the road, man. I mean, that's part of it all. Give me a cool fan interaction story from the road. Give me a cool one and give me a creepy one.
Oh God, some of the creepy ones I'm like scared to even say because they'll probably see this because they're stalking me. No, the cool ones happen all the time, so it's hard to think about one. I have them almost every time I go in public, and I always have them every time I go to the lake. Just the last elite tournament at 10 Killer, a guy came that was like a huge fan, and he actually was. I just talked to him today. Actually, he's going through chemo and he has cancer, and he didn't know if he'd be able to make it to the tournament, and he was able to come out, and we shared a shot of whiskey together. He bought some of my whiskey, and he said he was going to save it for when he met me, and so came straight from chemo, and we had a shot right before weigh-in, so that was ideal.
Awesome.
Really cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many. I'm not just saying that to like act like it's a cool flex or something that I have a lot of fans or something, but it's hard to even nail it down to one interaction. I meet so many cool people every Elite Series event that just like follow me to my truck when I'm like putting stuff away, and it's you never know when it's gonna happen, but you meet the coolest people on the road.
What's that movie? The Adam Sandler movie where Steve Buscemi's like at home and he's like putting the lipstick on.
Billy Madison.
Billy Madison. Yeah,
Yep.
none of those type fans. Hopefully,
Man, am I glad I called back.
glad I called back. Yeah.
Have you guys seen Blades of Glory?
Oh God, I love Blades of Glory.
We randomly turned it on the night. It's on Netflix now. But Nick Swartzen, his character, how he's a super fan of I can't think of the one dude's name, but
Chaz Michael Michaels.
Yes.
Chaz Michael Michaels. No, it's the other guy.
John
Holy
Hader.
Dynamite guy.
I can't think of his
I
name.
can't think of his name either.
It's an amazing movie.
Napoleon.
So
Dynamite.
good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can't think of
The dangerous moves and everything. And the horse mane shampoo. I remember it all. Yeah, that's nuts, man. I mean, YouTubing, bud. And today you caught. Can I talk about this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Today? You caught the state record. Where are you? Wyoming?
Yeah, it was. We're on the border of Utah and Wyoming, but It's called Flaming Gorge Reservoir. It's our last night here. Actually, we've been here for 5 days.
Okay.
But I had a couple of guys actually tell me about this place, and one dude I've kind of kept in touch with for like 3 or 4 years, a fan. But he keeps saying, like, you got to come up here, you got to check it out. It's known for lake trout fishing. It's like the best lake trout fishery in the United States. And
Really?
I thought, that was kind of lame. I didn't really, wasn't really my deal until I started doing it, and I kind of got obsessed with it.
Yeah, you got a little wild,
like
didn't you?
like really big ones, like how big?
Yeah, giant
Dude,
ones. So
Like over 30.
Oh yeah, I caught one last night that was like 38, almost 40 inches, I think.
Oh my god.
Dude, but the crazy thing is there's like 40, 50 pounders here all the time. And it was in a group of like 100 fish that were all that size or bigger. And they're super, the thing I love about it, the reason that I like it so much, that I didn't think I would, is they're like impossible to catch. They're so hard to catch. I was like, they're in like 120 feet of water, and I caught it on a flutter spoon in 120 feet of water, like 110 feet from the boat. And if you got any closer to them, you couldn't get them to even move, let alone bite. So yeah, anyway, so
they're just spooky or what?
Super spooky, super smart. The water's crystal clear. So everyone uses like 6 to 8 inch tubes for them.
Those are the ish tubes. That's the ish.
It's like that. Yeah, they use even bigger ones than that. Because these lake trout eat like 10 to 16 inch kokanee salmon and rainbow trout.
Okay. I saw you using the big swim baits on them.
Yeah, for sure. And so the crazy thing is they will, you can drop your bait down and they'll get like 60 feet down, and these fish will fly like 50 feet away and eat it. So they can see your bait 50 feet from them or more. And so they'll fly up to it and then they'll look at it, or sometimes they'll just nudge it and bump it and then they'll swim off. Yeah, I didn't know this was going to turn into a lake trout podcast, but it was just like, I'm just all about like, the chase and the harder something is, the more it freaking drives me crazy. And so it's just like, I stopped wanting to fish for smallmouth this week after doing this once. And I'm like, I got to catch one of these stupid things because I can't catch one. So I finally did last night. So that was cool. But he also told me
the smallmouth were eating the trouts too, you were telling me, weren't you?
So that was actually in Idaho. That was
okay, gotcha.
That was like a month ago.
Okay.
Yes, those are kokanee salmon eaters, and that was incredible. They were straight up crackhead, like herring fish. It was a lot like fishing Murray or something, except they're giant smallmouth and not largemouth, where they're just dotted up on the screen like on a bunch of points, and they're waiting for those herring to slip up, or the kokanee to slip up and flush over the top of that point, And
if you ever want to catch really easy to catch lake trout, we got them here, and they're big.
Okay, yeah, that's what I keep telling guys about this, and they're like, it's easy to catch a lake trout. What are you talking about? And I'm like, man, I wish. But yeah, there's like 150 lake trout boats in the parking lot before the sun comes up here every day. So I think the pressure has gotten to them a little bit. But
that's crazy.
Wow. Anyways, he's like, yeah, it's a great lake trout fishery, but there's also big smallmouth in here, and it's like pretty untapped. And it's a huge lake. It's like 70, 80 miles north and south long. And there's just an insane canyon right back behind me there. If you go in there, I'm excited to share some of the footage because it's like the Grand Canyon, except narrower, and you can blast a bass boat through it. But yeah,
that's awesome.
But yeah, I've been wanting to get here for a long time in my boat, but it's always like not really in the cards, because even now, at night it's getting like in the 40s and 50s. It ices over in the winter. It's in the mountains both directions, so it's hard to get here other than like 4 or 5 months of the year. So it's never been in the cards, and it never really made it happen until this week on this trip on the way back to Nebraska and then up to St. Clair. So yeah, caught some smallies here too, and today I happened to catch the state record in Wyoming.
Amazing.
And what
amazing.
What did that weigh?
So it was 5.9 pounds was the record, and I caught a 6.3.
Okay. That's a tub.
So it's not like a freakish like 10 pounds smallie or something, but
still a dang state record. A 6 pound smallmouth's a dang tub.
Everything's relative. Yeah, of course. It was awesome.
You got your name in the record books, Mr. Milliken.
Exactly.
There it is right there. I love it, man. And oh, by the way, we would be amiss if we did not mention this. And Ben, you have already liked and shared this Facebook feed. So guess what? Guess what, Ben?
Did I win?
Well, Pedro Fighter
Okay.
just texted in, and he wants to give away a magical, mystical, lucky pocket rock. So
I better
if
start sharing.
Dude, share more. Like and share the live Facebook feed. Great things happen
So
to
5
those that he bequeaths
giveaways.
the rock to. Thank you, Pedro. We're proud to have you as an advertiser on this show. Also, Ben, you're giving away something too. We didn't tell you yet, but last time I think you gave away a spatula or something. But we'll give
It
away.
had to be better than that, Pat.
Yeah, no, Ben's going to come up with a special prize from Ben's garage.
He goes,
Also,
a wooden spoon.
yes,
Yeah.
Waterland's
Right
got some-
there. That
There.
right there.
Right there.
Oh, you're giving away.
Bass
you talking
cat.
about the flyers that are up there? On
No, the bass cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're giving away the Bass Cat.
Yep.
Like and share the
Perfect.
live Facebook feed. There you go.
That's a decent prize.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, let me get
Thanks,
in on
Mr.
that real
Pierce.
quick.
The and of course the tin cup box of whiskey and the Milliken Waterland frame glasses and the Southshore shirt and hat. It's a lot of prizes tonight, Ben. So I had to mention that
No reason not to. Let's
Yeah.
like and share it.
before we keep going. Okay, let's ask a few questions from the audience before we get
do
on to
it.
current events. Okay. Rock and Shoal Fantasy sent in some of these in. So if you like and share this Facebook feed, if you have not already, we're putting in a randomizer,
Miranda.
and yeah, a random at the end of the show, and we're gonna pick 5 winners. That's silly. All right, here we go. This is from let's see, Shane. Oh wait, hold on a second. Oh, these are all. Wait, I'm just getting to the questions. They're all state record questions.
Yeah,
Like,
I was
literally,
literally.
I'm
Are
just-
we just
yeah,
gonna whiz
yeah,
by this?
yeah.
We didn't even know to cut it on. Or,
I mean, I don't.
He caught a state record small.
It's a coconut eater. He caught it on a bottle of Coca-Cola. All right, what'd you catch it on, Ben?
good question.
Top secret. I
many
actually know I caught it
pounds
on a prototype
Oh.
little. It's actually a prototype little fuzzy bait they were coming out with.
Oh, you old sailor, you.
What pound
yeah.
mono are you running there on that?
You
Uh,
on the level wind or the one with the reel under the pole?
It's spinning rod, so I go straight mono, 30-pound on all those.
That's an open face.
I like
open
this
facer.
question.
Okay.
We're gonna ask
Backwards.
James Felipe has a question here. And he says, and I like this question actually. Ben Milliken has one bait to choose for kids to catch bass on. One artificial lure for kids to catch bass on. I like that.
Oh man. And so this is what I deal with all the time is trying to figure this out, taking Ozzy with me. I've taken him like every day this trip, which has been great. He does some damage for sure with an inline spinner,
Oh yeah.
a drop shot with
Okay.
a 6 cents party minnow on it. Stupid
yeah.
Corey Johnston.
Corey's
bait.
favorite. Yeah.
Yeah. Trying to think and then I try to get a top water thing going as much as possible. He does have the 12-pound mono on his Zebco 33, and then he has also got a little Ike series spinning rod he flings around too.
Nice.
So we try to get a top water going, but a little popper too. We try to get that little Rebel Pop R. That's a good one. I know I just gave multiple baits, but
It's okay,
I think
but
you gotta spread it out a little bit because everything's different everywhere you go. You might be a little tiny pond, you might be at Flaming Gorge with 30-foot visibility. So
That's a good question.
Inline spinner.
Yeah, Ryan, don't talk about those.
Okay.
so
Eric-
good.
Yeah.
On it right now.
Eric Buck, what's the best action camera that is resistant to overheating?
I don't have a good answer on that. They all suck for the most part. GoPros, I use GoPros. They're a nightmare, but yeah,
Keep 'em
GoPros,
in
I
the
guess.
cooler.
Yeah, pretty much. Throw them in the cooler after you use them for a little while if they die.
Just like the Senkos.
Yep.
It's a broad question, but Eddie Endicott wants to know what will be the next big thing in the industry. Your prediction, Ben Milliken. The next big thing in the fishing industry.
I think the big minnows. I predicted that this last fall that this year would be the big minnow.
Yeah.
And it's
not to toot my own horn, but I think that's kind of really taken off. People caught on to that pretty quick, or at least at our level they did.
It's funny when I
big-
be in the boat with you guys.
I thought you were going to say LVS 40.
They hey man, don't show this big minnow, dude. Don't show the big minnow.
7-inch Sakamoto. No
Don't show the big one, bro. I don't care about the red. Don't show the big one. Okay, I got you,
That's
man.
so funny.
I
That's
got
so
you,
funny.
bro.
It's crazy how fast things change. That's why it's really hard to predict. Like last year, there wasn't much of that going on. This year, it's all anyone's doing. Next year, it won't be a thing at all. That's been a chore to keep up with as a bait designer and a tackle company owner. Is the trends are changing so fast. I'm trying to think I'm trying to think of more than just baits and tackle. I think the biggest thing that is going to change or will change and is changing, I think there's going to be more software than hardware. I hope we get there anyways to that point.
Okay.
So we're not buying, different brand screens and different
time.
screens over and over and over every single year. More so just buy like one 20-inch monitor and be able to update if there's new anything coming out for the layman. But that would be amazing. And I think, we're seeing that kind of with the Russell Marine product screen and with the NBT screens is different companies kind of, being able to be a little bit more, open to different types of screens and be more compatible with different types of units. So I think the compatibility and different companies working together from the electronic side of things is probably going to be, that's not as sexy as like a dice bait, some crazy wild bait that's going to take over. But I think it's going to be a lot more important, and it's going to be a lot more lucrative for the industry as well.
Okay. Interesting.
I'm still waiting for a front power pole.
It's a good idea.
Hey, it might throw you out of the boat though.
Combination like telescopic coming out of the trolling motor, dig it into the ground.
Cup holder on it.
I like that.
Rear
I like
trolling
that a lot.
motor, the spot
I
lock.
wish there was, hey, riddle me this. I wish there was a button on the trolling motor with your foot so you could raise it and lower it if you're
Bingo.
in deeper, shallow water. Like that'd be like,
Right.
We have electric trolling motors now. Why is there not a button to raise it and lower it? Instead, you're in there.
That's so smart.
On it.
You gotta reach down there and pull that thing
You're all
out.
pulling muscles. You're hurting your arm.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
All while you're banging the front of the boat into some rocks that you were just trying not to hit.
Yep. Auto deploy on a cable drive trolling motor too.
Exactly.
James
nice.
Walker.
Nice.
James Walker wants to know, when are the new Milliken rods going to be available on the 6 Sense website?
Soon. I think in the next 2 weeks. We've had them for like a year and a half, so I'm excited about that.
Okay.
We got two new lines of rods coming out. I think 16 or 15 total models that, it's really what I use for everything.
I saw some prototypes.
Yeah,
it's
cool, man. And the fun thing about it is these aren't $500 rods. Although I have expensive rods that I love and they're very refined. These are all rods that a beginner $120 rod, they can get into fishing using them, or I use them on the Elite Series because to me they're the perfect rod, power and action to use for a lot of different techniques. So yeah, I'm excited for those. Hopefully in the next 2 weeks. I know before August, we're shooting for a late July. So that's soon.
They missed ICAST.
Missed it.
Damn it.
Did you
talk
miss it,
about
Pat?
current
Were you there?
events?
What are you gonna do now?
Let's talk about current events while we're there. What do you
There
say?
we go.
You promise to tell the whole truth, the truth, and nothing but the truth. So help you, Joe.
We're not releasing the files. They're not important. The country needs to move on from this.
I did not have relations. Anyway, let's talk current events. ICAST.
Yes.
You know what? I don't know about ICAST.
What an event.
I don't know. I'm not sure about it. I've never been to ICAST, may I say. And I'm okay with it.
You don't like sports shows?
I like no. I don't know. I love passing, but here's the deal. Like when I was a kid, I used to love to go see Bill Dance and Jimmy Houston and all that stuff at the shows.
Yeah.
But it's
hold an owl.
Yeah. And I do like sports shows still. I like to see everybody, like the peeps. I like to see the Bass Galaxy and stuff. But
yeah,
man, ICAST just can I just say it seemed really phony?
Just put that sucker
Can I
in the
just
winter.
say that?
Just put it in the winter. It'd be great.
I mean, ever since we've really, you know, social media has taken off and companies have gravitated that way, it's been hard to justify ICAST. I mean, honestly, especially, I mean, the invention of a cell phone and being able to FaceTime. It's hard. I don't understand why we all want to, you know, travel across the country to meet in person. But
real quick, I'll tell you something real quick. Jimmy Houston once said to us, he's like, "Hey, you can call me anytime. I got this cell phone. It's always with me." I was like, "Wow, Jimmy, okay." Anyway,
exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah,
No, I
nameless
went
cat
to.
after him,
I've only been to one ICAST. I went with Casey from 6th Sense. We had a booth, and it was probably. I mean, it's been a while. It was right when I got into YouTube, probably 8 years ago, 7 years ago. And I remember we were just like, "What are we doing here?" The entire time, because I mean, we could have just done it all on social media, all our releases. And so since then, we've never gone to ICAST again. And I don't ever see us doing any type of show like that ever again. You know, the Classic Expo is cool because you get to actually interact with the public. You get to grow brand. You get to, you know, just put a name and a face to the product they're seeing in the stores, online, everything. And it's cool to meet people at the Classic Expo too. But the ICAST obviously is a lot different. And, you know, I heard there was a lot less, you know, companies and bigger conglomerates didn't go this year as well. So it's hard to say what the future is going to be. It's a cool show. I always thought it was super cool back when I used to watch, I used to get on, you know, Tackle Tour blog.
Yeah, remember how cool that seemed then?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. And there's
I
beautiful
was like,
stories of it.
I was like fiending for it every
Yeah,
summer
what's new?
when I
What
was
do they
about to
got?
come
What's
out.
the new reel?
Exactly. And then you barely, I mean, internet was in its infancy. Like that was perfect then. That's when it was, I think, really flourishing. But now it's tough to
I think
justify.
they lost me when Best in Show was a bucket.
Yeah, whatever. That's silly stuff. But here's the deal: manufacturers aren't necessarily taking orders anymore, and they're not necessarily getting deals written for anglers anymore. I mean, it's kind of like a pony show, and I mean, there's beautiful stories. Like, for example, remember when Zona came on here and he said he literally went to ICAST with like nothing, and him and Karen got on the plane, and it was a do all end all. He put it all on the line, and he got the deal for the Zona show.
Yep.
I mean, that's beautiful stuff, but I don't think that stuff happens anymore.
It's still there for that, though.
Dude,
I mean,
it is, you know, and believe me, if it has happened, I want to know about it. I want to know about these stories. If Billy the kayaker got a great deal, I want to know about it. Yeah. I want to hear. That's great. That's good news for the industry. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because all I'm seeing is things that aren't happening. I don't know. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong. But at the same time, I kind of look at it like, you know, you weren't there, Pat. I wasn't there. It's not my problem.
Not a problem at all.
I didn't spend 150 grand on a damn booth and all this media to promote it. So I just keep my head down and enjoy the mountains and sell 6 cent stuff.
Heck yeah, looking like Indiana Jones. That's all you can do. I mean,
but as a whole, man, like, you know, I've always been very like, you know, disgruntled and frustrated about the knockoff side of our industry. And so the last few years of ICAST have been like painful to watch.
It's crazy.
And I keep my mouth shut. I don't make videos about it. I don't like to make controversial crap like that. So I just don't. But it's a little bit embarrassing where some of the brands have gone, and some of the most well-known brands in the sport, just directly, you know, ripping stuff off, not even changing the names of colors, leaving the same like details on products that are already out there. Especially a lot of the JDM stuff. I mean, it's like become acceptable and like almost, you know, rewarded to just rip off JDM companies these days, which I don't love that, man.
But here's the thing, though, too. Remember, boys, that in the history of bassing, baits have always been ripped off from the get.
Still not okay.
Doesn't make it right.
I get it. I'm just saying. I'm not
to this scale, though.
Yeah, I mean, but it's really wild now.
Really accepted.
What else is people copying people?
Yeah.
Ryan,
that's easy though. You can just be like, "Oh, this guy's acting like this."
No, hey, but Ryan, no, that's not true.
Usually, you don't make any money from their likeness that way.
Bro, you ain't right. You're not right about that. You ain't right about that, Ryan, because they are. You watch some of the molds being thrown in the industry. They are making money. They are. They're showing some cookie
for a little
cutters.
while.
There you go. For a
It
little
doesn't
while.
sustain. You can make a. I mean, look at the Yum Dinger. That's still making a lot of money.
No,
You know
I'm
what I
not.
mean?
I'm talking about people.
I know, but I'm
Yeah.
saying it doesn't sustain though. The bait copy sustains.
It
'Cause
does.
then people
It
like
seems
it.
there's certain ones
Yeah.
that do.
But the people copying, that all comes out in the wash.
It seems to, but it's wild to watch how it unfolds, how it's accepted in this. It's like there's a lot of cover bands in bass fishing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Journey cover bands everywhere. Don't stop believing. That's what I'm saying. All I'm saying. Ben, you are a part owner of Sixth Sense. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Saying that. Okay. So everybody's talking about bait sales and rod and reel sales and stuff. Is it that bad right now in the industry? Are things really that bad?
I think things are really bad in the industry. I'm just going to say it straight up. And it's
Okay.
not for Sixth Sense necessarily, but just from the people that I've talked to from a lot of different companies. I think, there's always going to be optimism and a lot of cool people and nice people and kind individuals that are, staying positive in the industry. But yeah, I think there's a lot of issues. Because I know Sixth Sense is not where it was the last few years, as far as the growth rate that we've had, and we get told by big retailers like Dick's and Shields that we are the number one brand in their store this last year, and
Awesome.
we know where we're at, and so it's like, man, these companies that have been major conglomerates for decades that are in there, we're outselling them, and we're not growing like crazy anymore right now. Clearly things are way down, and I'm not going to sugarcoat it. Like you said, I DGAF. So I'm not going to sit here and say that it's positive, things are good, and we don't need to worry about it, because really the companies hurt, but the anglers, all the anglers hurt from that, and there's very few deals to go around right now. I don't know of top level pros getting big name deals, and it's not because YouTubers are stealing them or TikTokers or they're throwing their money at ads or something like that. It's because all these companies are hurting big time. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I made a video about what was going to happen, by all these corporate buyouts a couple of years ago, and
I remember.
talked about exactly what was going to happen. Again, not to toot my own horn, but it was pretty obvious what was
You're
happening.
Nostradamusin.
We could see it with Sixth Sense. Some of the we got a couple employees sniped, and we got offers to get bought and stuff by really scummy deals that people were reaching out and trying to do with us. And we saw some crazy stuff happen in the industry too. I probably shouldn't name other brands that got bought out and got lied to, and I'm not going to do that. But
Everybody knows.
yeah, we saw some ugly stuff happen, and here we are a couple years later. That COVID boom that happened with the outdoors is gone, and so now what do we have? We have a bunch of giant conglomerates, not a few giant conglomerates that own everything, that might not necessarily have the fisherman's interest best in mind, more so than the profit, and that's understandable in business. That happens in every industry, but we're at the growing pains time in our industry where that's hurting companies, that's hurting anglers, and eventually, that's going to hurt the consumer when we have a bunch of products that, just have sold good in the past, but we don't have any innovation in the industry. And so I feel like that's why JDM brands have gotten so popular, and brands like Sixth Sense have gotten so popular with more of our thinking outside the box and trying to build baits that work instead of build baits that other people have already created that we can make, close enough that aren't a copy that make them work ourselves.
Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot of different things I just said there, but it was kind of obvious what was going to happen a few years ago, 3 years ago even, and it's happening now. And I'm not sure how we get out of that, but everything
That was I was
always,
going to ask. What's the solution?
yeah, everything is always up and down with business and with
Creative.
this industry. And so, man, it's a weird time too, especially, we go into tournament fishing. We start talking about that with the organizations getting spread thinner and thinner and spread out more and more anglers in, and guys that still can't afford it, and payouts are lower than ever. It's a weird time. Well, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. Honestly, I'm really glad that I have this and I don't have to make my living just on the tournament side of things, because I would be terrified if I was one of those guys. Not to throw any shade at them or anything. I respect them more than anything. But man, I'm glad I got a lot more other.
You got a couple hats.
Irons in the pot than just the tournament thing.
Irons.
Cast irons.
What do you think about all this AI stuff in bassing?
I mean, we haven't really seen any effect on it yet, but that's what I keep trying to tell people that are so anti forward-facing sonar is like you're seeing right what's happening on forward. I don't want to turn this into a forward-facing sonar conversation, but we're going to.
That's okay.
All you're seeing on the screen is what's out there, right? It's not taking any skill away from you. It's not determining what species of fish it is, how big the fish is, if the fish is feeding or not, where you need to cast, what bait you need to throw. None of that is determined. You're literally just seeing what is there, just like every other type of sonar that we've ever used before, except it's live, just like a flasher. With AI, if we do start integrating AI, and it's going to happen, it might happen in 6 months, it might happen in 10 years. I don't know. I'm assuming it's going to be closer to 6 months, but it's probably not going to be 6 months. It'll probably be 2 years. But you're going to be able to, have fish identified for you and have size of fish identified for you and be able to tell what, the mood is of that fish. Vanilla Ice is right back here behind me. Can you guys hear that?
Is it actually him?
Ice Baby's back there.
Is he stopping, collaborating, and listening?
Jamming back there. Anyways, where I was going with that is, here we go. Oh, it's an ice truck. Check this out.
It's the ice
It's Skeet Reese. What's up, Skeet?
There's a guy pulling an ice truck trailer,
listening
with
to
Vanilla Ice Baby playing.
Wow.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
Now he's yelling at me.
Ice is cute.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. He has a trailer with a generator, and the generator is hooked to an ice machine that's strapped down to the trailer and has a giant boom box on top of it.
That's pretty badass, dude.
Wow. Okay.
Only in the mountains.
That's like the opposite of AI. That just went back in time. I love that.
That's UI.
But what I'm saying is, like, we are literally, like, people, you keep getting the sentiment and the narrative that gets pushed about, forward-facing sonar takes the skill out of it. It makes anybody be able to go catch them. It requires no skill. I think it requires more skill, personally, than just going down the bank, throwing a spinnerbait or flipping a jig. Obviously, I love doing those things too. But we're about to actually see skill get taken out of it. When you start having something that determines things and thinks for you and knows things for you that someone without that technology would not have, then it does take skill out of it. So that's going to be a slippery slope and an interesting bridge to cross when it gets to that point, because we're not, I would assume we're not super far from that, or at least these companies shouldn't be.
Yeah, it's wild, bro.
F.
Because at that point, I think we should talk about.
I don't like it.
We should talk about limiting the technology at that point. That's when I think we start, and that's when there's actual proof that it's doing something for you and requiring less skill and less thought and less experience from the angler. Right now, I don't believe that at all.
All right.
Well, the kids are going to call us turds.
But here's the deal. All right, let's talk.
Let's say it's progression.
Current events.
Right?
Let's talk about the elites and forward facing some more. All right.
Yeah.
Here's an observation. Ben, I don't have a forward facing. If you want to give me one of your used ones, I'll use it. I'd be happy to.
You've got the sideways facing, right?
I got the side imagers. Yeah, I'm good at those.
Sideways facing.
I got the side dogs. Yeah, I got SIs, bro.
You got the
gens
parallel.
ago. But anyway, here's the thing. I go out on the boat with you Elite Series anglers. I fish also with you Elite Series anglers. I've seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of fish on the forward-facing screen in some of the best lakes with the biggest fish populations in the world. I've been out with Ben Milliken on Lake Fork. I've seen him make hundreds of casts and catch 6 bass.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? It's not easy.
Those are the ones he wanted to catch.
Yeah, he was planning that the whole time. Yeah, he's just saving it. But no, I mean, it's really not that easy. And and for example, it can be downright discouraging, can it, Ben?
Oh yeah.
I've seen it discourage the hell out of some of my buds.
Did it for hours today.
I mean, frustrating. It's almost like you're better off going to the old Roland Martin creative visualization. There's a bass by the stump method. You know what I mean?
100%. I mean, honestly, it's probably
you spend a lot of days staring at it when it should be working great, when they should be eating stuff, and they should be in areas of the lake where it should work really well. And a lot of the times you get down and you're just like, man, I wish I would have just drug something around. I would have caught so many more and bigger
Yeah.
fish. But
For sure. Yeah.
that's why it's a crapshoot, man.
It's yeah. I mean, and so I know that Bass, I hear, just as everyone else does, is in the works of making decisions on forward facing sonar. I know they've asked the opinions of many anglers, correct, Ben, about this deal. Things are about to happen, but like, I mean, who knows? You're never going to make everybody happy, Ben. You're never going to do it. You're never going to do it.
That's
If
one
you
thing I've
try,
definitely.
It's a bad idea to try too.
Exactly. That's one thing, being one of the Association of Bass Professional reps this year has been extremely discouraging to me. I try not to get wrapped up in it. I try to put my mind in a different place a lot of times, like whatever, it doesn't matter what these guys think. I just need to go do my own thing. But the amount of, the politicking and the opinions that are just like the most selfish, ridiculous opinions are, painful. It's like the same conversations we had in 2006 at the River City Bass Club in Omaha with the 8 65-year-old men that were crying about the tournament being more,
I can't practice on Friday. Why should everybody else be able to?
No,
chartreuse spinnerbait.
Exactly. You make it to the top level of bass fishing, you think it's going to be something else, and it's literally the exact same thing. So that's been discouraging and painful, to say the least. But
here's the thing:
I can't afford that fancy braided line.
Here's that gorilla blade. Here's the deal. All right, here's which, and Hackney was talking about it too a little bit, and then we'll add an element. Hackney said this, and this is a great idea: get rid of practice.
Yep.
No practice. Give you a 1-day run around now.
Been preaching this for a
right.
while.
Remember that deal, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a
now
great
here's
idea.
the thing. Like, okay, some of the old timers, the veterans, may be intimidated by forward facing. Okay. I think I would be as well if I had to do it for a while. My capacity, my learning capacity is I'm
figure it out. It's not that hard.
I'd be at Arby's by the time I figured the shit out. But
Look
anyway,
at a fish, cast at a fish.
Okay. Anyway,
yeah.
That should be an advantage. Okay. Now no practice, and then we do have a forward facing. So now I got this a little bit to see if this is what's happening.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, man. It's like when KVD kicked everybody's ass on the side imaging in the 360 when the deal. Seth Feider, genius on the 360.
Yep. Brandon Palaniuk,
genius on the 360.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's wild. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree to that. And that's one thing I can't believe these guys won't latch on to is to me, eliminating pre-practice would be the biggest thing. Because we're always trying. Exactly. We're trying to make things a level playing field always. That's why the information rule is such a big deal. That's why, getting rid of entry fees is a big deal, because we don't want people that are the richest people and the biggest platforms, the most followed people, to be able to have access and financially, or just from their followers, to be able to get information or be able to buy things that everybody else can't.
It's the biggest gripe, right? It's the biggest gripe.
And just like everyone says, why are these younger anglers better? Well, it's because they're spending so much time on the water that, guys that have families and can't travel and have other jobs and sponsorship commitments they can't do in the off season. Well, you get rid of pre-practice. That's
there you go.
Well, what about
very easy way to do it? And I know
what about all practice? What about 1 day of practice?
I would love 1 day of practice. 1 day would be absolutely perfect. I've always thought, people have different opinions about.
Right.
That's exactly
I just
what
wanted
I
to see
just
what
said.
I want to see what he thought about.
Yeah. Like I know John Cox talks about that too.
Yeah. John just likes to sleep more.
Yeah.
He does. That's a good point. And he was probably fishing other derbs, so he wasn't going to make it the practice day anyway. So
7 more trails.
Exactly. Well, yeah, and to me, the MLF, when they originally came out, the TV show, that was like the purest, most awesome format ever. When they didn't know what lake they were even going to. Everyone has the same boat, the electronics, trolling motor, everything. That was amazing.
It was my favorite thing.
It's sad that that didn't take off more, because I think that was the television model that was.
No, it did take off. And
I know
they got greedy. They got greedy.
Yeah,
They're like,
I
we
know.
got something here. Let's change it.
Yeah, let's
Change
steal all
it.
the anglers.
Just
Yeah.
do the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
I,
and so
I mean,
it's crazy that hasn't been tried again by different organizations. I know it
I-
costs a lot of money. It's a financial commitment, so it is what it is. But
pardon me,
you know
but no
that
shit.
to me was
Can't believe it.
like it. Yeah, and I don't care if everyone has forward facing in those style events or no one or whatever, but I would
Right.
love to see something like that. I think that's super cool. And I know people definitely, have gripes about not using your own boat and stuff. That was always an issue back in the day with, FLW. You had to use
Yeah.
their boat for the top 10, and the Classic used to be a
Plastic
provided boat as
boats.
well. But,
Stock boat.
that would be super cool. I would love to see that. I mean, I would even love, all these people talking about how they love to see, old school, these guys got $150,000 boats. We can't afford that. Well, I would love to see some tournaments where we would, it would be like, when they do like on NASCAR, they do the street track a couple times a
Yes.
year,
Yes.
where we would get in like a aluminum, like 16-foot, 50 horsepower boat with no electronics. If we all were able to have those provided and just go, even if it was
And they
only,
fly you in to an undisclosed lake.
exactly the top 20 guys in AOI
Yes.
or whatever at
Come
halfway
on.
through the season.
Everyone's attached to a drone. They just
Play
drop you
ball.
in the boat.
Yes, yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to say that, but I think people would really relate to that well if there was a whole circuit, or I mean, even half your circuit was those tournaments.
100% they would. There's no way that wouldn't be entertaining.
People need some goodness.
I mean, the most. I mean, a lot of the questions to professionals is how do you find fish? How do you find fish? Okay, get rid of practice. Now we televise the tournament. Get to watch them find them.
Pretty
Yep.
cool. Good
That
idea.
would. I mean, that's entertainment.
Hey,
That's
but-
educational entertainment.
Also, you're getting to see like the sexiest version of fishing possible, where the best anglers in the world have already spent pre-practice and practice dialing in the best thing you could possibly put on television or live, and it's still not super exciting to watch all the time. So I mean, we're getting the best thing possible, and people still are complaining more than ever. So what do you do?
Need cheerleaders. We need
That's true.
cheerleaders.
You just got to change it every 5 years and keep people talking about it.
Yeah. Well, they do.
Exactly.
They do.
I mean, I've talked about this a lot, but I would love to, and it would be, so hard to get purists and traditionalists to go along with it. But I would love to see something a lot more like NASCAR, where we had, 25 straight weeks every weekend, have a 1 or 2 day tournament with 1 day of practice or no practice, and have a continuation and have people be able to follow it. And I realize we do 4 days, 8 hours a day, because we want to get the best fishermen in that body of water at that time to be the cream of the crop. But, that's not always the most exciting format for people to watch and follow along when we have 2 months off in the middle of the summer.
I mean, people love home run derbies. They
thought you were
love
taking-
all-star games. They love
Exactly.
Thought you were going with a boat race angle, but
We
I mean,
had that.
that'd be
That was
fun.
fun, too. That was
Boat
fun,
races
too.
were before their time. That would be amazing.
That's right.
Hey, Ben, you got the YouTube thing to fall back on, because let's face it, you have one of the hardest jobs in the world. Being a professional bass fisherman it looks glitzy and glam, but so here's the deal. You mentioned it earlier. You get to see me a lot on that Behind the Tank show, and it's a cool job, but I got to tell you, here's the deal. Like on day 2, there's 52 PO'd guys, and they pretty much know they're not going home with a check, and they know that they are lacking in points, and they know that they just spent all that money on practice, and they, like we were just talking about, and they've been there for 2 weeks or a week, and the Airbnb and the gas and the food and everything else, and now the reality sets in. I'm going home. I'm not going to be here Saturday.
Long drive
home Saturday, unless you're doing the deal with Kyle and Bowman. You know what I mean? But it's like, man, it's a tough job. And Ben, you find yourself right now on that danger list. I mean, it's cutthroat. Bassing ain't easy, man.
Bassing ain't easy. That's right, Pat.
It's way harder being a bass.
Yeah,
though.
this north swing is very important to you.
Yeah, I'm excited for it, man. We're gonna crush it. I mean, really, if I have a couple average finishes, I'll be inside that top 70 cut. But I'm not really fishing for points at all this year. You wouldn't be able to tell by my finishes, but I am. I'm want to win one of these last 2, or if not both of them. That's my goal, is to go in and try to find the winning fish. And if I get
booted out of the Elite Series, it would be discouraging, I guess, but I wouldn't really care that much. But yeah, like you're saying, man, I mean, there's 52 guys every tournament that it's hard to really understand for, I think, even guys that are serious about tournament fishing, what it's like to spend time pre-practice, drive 20 hours across the country, spend dark to dark practicing, and after dark you're tying stuff on and trying to figure out, where you're going to launch or fish or do anything the next few days, and then you fall flat on your face and you literally go home with nothing. That's tough to really explain, and I think with as much parity as we have in at our level now, it's not like it used to be. There's not the same 20 guys in the top 20 or top 30 every single tournament.
Except Trey McKinney.
I was going to say, unless your last name's McKinney or Johnson or Shakurit, and you can be penciled
I hear
in
Trey
for a
McKinney's
top 20.
with the ladies, man. Is that true?
I don't think so yet. Maybe in a couple years here. We'll see. I don't think he's met any yet.
Sorry.
Maybe Bass.
Female bass.
It's not an easy job. Sorry, I threw you, Ben. I'm sorry.
No, but I mean, anybody in the Elite Series can finish dead last any event, unless that was one of your 4 last names. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy, and I don't feel like it was like that ever. I think, back in the heyday, people talk about in the late 90s into the 2000s, 2010s. You saw the same, 5 to 15 guys were always right there, almost every event, if not, 3/4 of the events, they were in the top 20.
You knew who you were going to see on Sunday.
Yeah,
correct. And that is not the case at all anymore. It could be anyone. I mean, Sabine River was a great example of that. 10 guys really that, great fishermen, just like everyone is, but it was totally unexpected. So you never know what's going to happen. I mean, half of the top 10 at St. Clair could be guys from Texas and Louisiana and Florida, or you just don't even know. It could be all guys that are good forward-facing smallmouth guys. You have no idea what it's going to be.
Yeah, I mean,
how do you account for that? What made that happen?
I mean, when you turned it into, I mean, it's only been 2 years now, but when you turned it into the top 9 guys that have to fish 9 tournaments for the Opens, you get guys that have fished as tough of a, nationwide series as the elites with 200 and some boats. You're just going to get killers and
those Opens, man.
Yeah. So like
you said it right there. It's fierce.
It is. It's just it's at that time frame where, what was it, 6 years ago, 7 years ago, there was the split. And so Bass lost a lot of talent, but they also picked up a lot of guys that were kind of unknown, but were freaking killers. And now we've had year after year where we've had great guys come into the Bass side. And now we've had 2 years where we've had 18 guys come in the Opens that are just like good enough to top 10 or win any event. And now we're going to have 9 more next year too. So I don't even understand how it's going to keep getting even better, but it's going to.
Yeah. Unreal, man. I mean, the class of fishermen that keep coming is nuts. Do you ever feel like an outcast on the Elite Series? Like, oh, there's the YouTuber, there's that Orkin guy, I mean, like, do you ever feel that way?
I do. I feel like I'm pretty cool with almost everyone on the Elite Series, and so everyone's super nice to me. But at the same time, it can be hard to relate with that. We've been lucky. We've been camping now this year, so we have some families that camp by us that we've become friends with. So that's been good. And I've always been close with Lee, and I talk to other guys in my Opens class a lot too. John Garrett and Trey and Robert G and Kyle Patrick and those clowns. So I don't feel like
prayers for
an
Kyle
outcast,
Patrick, please, everyone.
Exactly. Yeah. I really hope he can get back and fish these last couple. That'd be really important, I think, for his mental state.
Yeah.
And more than anything, hopefully he's, healthy and good to go. That's scary. But yeah, I mean, sometimes I do, but I not, you're on the road and you spend so much time bassing that it's hard to really care too much about that.
I just wondered, man. I never asked you, but it's like, okay,
yeah.
Everybody, like, you still qualified through the Opens, obviously, so you got everything everybody else has, but it's like, here comes this YouTube guy, whatever. I don't know.
It is kind of a weird dynamic with some guys where I was like cool with them before I started fishing the Opens, the Elite Series and stuff, where they were like, I assume they just talked to me because I'm like a popular YouTuber and I would like comment and like their stuff because I was obsessed with pro fishing. But now it's like a weird, different type of relationship where I'm competing against them now, and so it's like kind of like, well, I don't want to be like that cool with you anymore, you know. So yeah,
It's dog eat dog out there, man.
Exactly.
Dog eat dog, that's for sure. I want to give first off, I think it's been a cool schedule this year with 2 more events, and it's played out well as far as the whole FFS thing. I know Mother Nature's played a role in that as well, but I like it's kind of like a 50-50 type deal so far, Ben. And hats off to Eric Lopez and the gang for the cool schedule this year. Now, I just saw the Bassmaster schedule just released, and I like it. I like it. I'll be honest with you, I like it because it's a lot of easier drives for me. But but I saw you did a video on the Bassmaster schedule. I did not watch it yet intentionally because I wanted to ask you about it.
Yeah.
You like it or you don't like it?
I like it actually. There's some things about it that were kind of really shocking to me. But I like it as a whole. I think it's incredibly diverse, just like this season. This year is the most diverse schedule I've ever seen on the Elite Series, and next year looks like it's going to match it probably too. You never know until you actually get out there, you know. But this year, every tournament has been like a polar opposite of every other tournament we've had.
I like the dummies that make the comment, "Oh, they're going to a small fish place." Well,
Yeah.
come on,
It's a tournament.
come on.
Exactly.
Let's talk about test of the best.
Yeah.
Anyways.
But at the same time, it's bizarre to me, and I'm not super mad about it, but it's weird not to have a tournament in Texas.
Yeah.
Because obviously tons of support. There's probably 8 lakes you could have an Elite Series tournament at, and it's where I think the stat is half the fishing licenses in the country are purchased in the state of Texas. So it's a no-brainer to me to go there, at least for one event, and they're not, and that's fine. Florida's not on there either.
Yeah,
so
it's wild.
do we have? I guess we have no Florida strain fish in the series. That's really surprising, and that's different than what When was the last time Bass didn't go to Texas or Florida?
That's true.
Maybe has the Elite Series ever not gone to those 2 states?
Good question.
Man, I don't think so.
Text Ronnie.
Text Ronnie.
We'll find out.
Probe
Ronnie
him.
knows. He 100% knows.
It's Wednesday.
Oh, he
Text
no,
him
Ronnie's in. He texted me earlier. Actually, Ronnie's in Chicago. He went to the Cubs game, and he's going to the Still Motorsports deal, or chainsaw deal in Milwaukee.
Well, I guess it's nice that some people get to go on vacation.
Ronnie's working. You kidding
Oh,
me?
is he?
Yeah, he's got to start chainsaws tomorrow. He's the guy that's. Yeah, that's right. Hey, a lot of talk about polygraphs these days. Did I see? You got one, right? Can we talk about it?
No, I haven't got one this year. I got a couple last year. No.
Okay, I thought you got one this year. I thought I saw your truck and van or your truck and boat somewhere. Too late.
I haven't got one this year.
Okay, gotcha. Are you scared of them at all?
I mean, you worry a little bit about stuff like, seeing stuff on social media and stuff like that. But I mean, that's all like public stuff. It just makes you a little bit uneasy at times. But, I mean, I think Lee said it right a few times publicly. He's, said it's felt people tighten up a lot more this year and make sure to cross their T's and dot their I's with it and not be, doing stuff that's kind of gray area stuff. And that's a great thing for the sport. I think I agree. I don't know the whole situation with what happened to Logan Latuso here recently. Honestly, I haven't followed any news or anything besides seeing the schedule. I haven't seen anything at all.
I like Logan a lot. I didn't understand.
I do too. So I don't know the whole details of that situation. But I agreed definitely with the previous couple that had happened. I do find it interesting that none of the younger guys that have been accused of cheating and all this stuff have been gotten any type of violations or anything from it.
One of those kids too gets more polys than you might know. Just
yeah,
okay?
Absolutely.
Just saying, not naming names.
No, so that's fun. But it's we have to have it.
It's very important, and I didn't love that, we had the information rule pulled for 3 days in the off season. I was very upset about that. Or at least I was upset that they changed it. They should have, made the decision and left it instead of having some guys get information for 3 days and other guys not, like me. So I didn't like that at all. But I don't think it ever should have been changed to, being able to have free information, of course. But yeah, I'm glad that they're doing what the anglers wanted, which is more polygraphs. I think there's been some deception in some of the media that's been released.
What do you mean? What do you mean by that?
I don't want to get in any trouble legally, so I'm not going to go too far with that. But I think, maybe some things, some perspectives have been maybe a little bit inaccurate regarding some of the previous disqualifications or lack of taking polygraphs. I don't think those have necessarily been entirely accurate on what actually happened. So I definitely think Bass has done an amazing job with it. Again, I don't know the details on the Logan Lattuso situation. I didn't hear anything with that. Other than,
I just saw Logan's video. That's all I know of.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't even watched that. So, yep.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a tough part of the sport, but here's the thing. I mean, people were really bitching about stuff, and now they're making the ship tight, and you got to deal with it. I guess it's part of the game now.
I've it's been crazy to see all the negative comments and the people that have clearly been persuaded in the comment sections about how they think Bass has been ridiculous with the information rule. It's not that way at all. Like, I can tell you as an angler on the inside, like, we are not unhappy about it. We think it's amazing. A couple of the guys are probably disagree with the outcomes of a few polygraphs, but this is what the anglers wanted. And so to say that Bass has done some crazy thing and are searching out guys that they don't want to be in the Elite Series anymore, that is completely ridiculous.
Crazy.
Yeah, that couldn't be any further from the truth.
And you find most of those comments, again, as we have witnessed many times on this Stray Cast show. You go to the person's profile, they're holding a 16-inch pike by the eyes. Okay,
exactly.
That's the picture. So
that, or the pictures, just a selfie like that.
Oh shit, man. Ben, that's just a real cool thing that you're doing this show from the mountains. Ben, before we go, I got to talk about this, and
okay.
I think it's awesome that you got long hair. I think that's really cool. I mean, I think that most people with long hair are pretty cool people. I mean, I'm just being honest. They really are. I've met some dicks, but I mean, for the most part, the long hair community is cool. Now, Ben, with that being said, I've had long hair most of my life, and I found that I have only gotten haircuts when I had to go to court. Will you be getting a haircut anytime soon? Do you have any court dates coming up?
I got one in September.
Okay.
But I won't be getting a haircut now.
Okay. My lawyer always made me get a haircut, and I hated it.
That's funny. You got the wrong lawyer, Pat.
I know, man. I should have been a YouTube guy.
You got to get the yourself lawyer.
Yeah. Messed up.
Show them who you are.
I should have got Hunter Thompson's lawyer.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the perfect human prototype right there.
No, I've thought about cutting it, but not for that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I would not either anymore. You know what I mean? Just take the time. Take the time. Are you doing okay with all that stuff? I mean, can you talk about any of that? Are you okay? I mean, is the future look okay?
I think so. I definitely think so. I mean, it's nothing's different on it than what already happened, and it just takes forever to work itself through the court system. So I guess we'll see. But what's that?
What town are you in Texas?
I'm in New Caney, but that stuff's all in Nacogdoches, the city.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So if we're driving through there and we see you in a yellow vest picking up trash, then we know what happened.
Exactly. You'll probably never hear from me again.
You got the community service.
Good chance of life in prison. We'll see.
Well, you're just going to get community service, and you're going to have to drop every 30 days. You know what I mean? Go see the parole officer. You'll be fine.
I'll have to talk to my buddy Carl about what I can do to clean up.
Exactly. Hey, you're heading north. If you want to, if you got some time, Ryan will show you a good time in the city of Chicago for some big bronze fish, and then
I like to.
we'll take you to the tributaries to catch some nasty bucket heads. You
That
know,
sounds awesome.
if you guys
I
got
need to-
Chase another achievable state record here.
yes, true.
no problem. It's just knocking them off, right? No, that sounds good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what our plans are as far as getting that direction. This whole summer has just been kind of like fly by the seat of our pants, and we kind of had an idea of where we want to go. We're just like, wow, are we actually going to end up in Oregon, or are we going to have to cut her short? We're going to kill each other by then. But we went everywhere, and so so far so good. We'll have to kind of see where we end up.
That's pretty cool, though, that you're just, you're like Orlando Wilson. Here's a fishing gypsy. Just it's right there. Hey, Ben, it's been fun tonight, dude.
Been a great time.
Yeah, man. I always have fun when Benny comes on. You're a solid dude. Let's give away some party favors. What do you think?
We got 5 of them.
What do you think? What are you guys cooking? What's going on? What's on the grill there tonight?
Nothing's on the grill. We already had leftovers. I had some trout and that I caught earlier this week, so that was great. But yeah, nothing on the grill tonight. Too busy talking to my bud Pat.
Yeah, might as well. You at least there's no McDonald's there. What's the closest McDonald's?
Honestly, I have no idea. There's one town that's like 15 minutes away, and then besides that, I think the closest fast food's probably like 3 hours.
Crazy thing is there's Dollar Generals everywhere where they are.
Yeah, I don't even think there's one of those. There's 2 gas stations in this town, no stoplights, and nothing for 3 hours.
And a guy with an ice truck with a boombox that plays Vanilla Ice. That's pretty cool.
He's the only piece of infrastructure.
That's pretty cool. All right, let's give away some stuff here. All right, I am gonna give Ryan. Why don't you give away?
I got 2 of them.
Yeah, I why don't you give away the South Shore pack, Ryan? That's the from the Southshore Open, and they're giving away a hat and a shirt. And Ben could have won this too. You
Yes,
just gotta
sir.
say your size. We don't know yet.
Yes, sir.
All right,
We going now?
you're going. Do it.
All right. Give me something.
All right,
Give me
what-
something, Andy.
What do you got? Or give yourself a drum roll. Oh, I like that, kids.
The winner of the South Shore Fun Pack is Austin Ferris.
Austin Ferris. We like it.
Congratulations.
That's very good. Okay. Now this one, I have the Pocket Rock. The Pocket Rock, the Pedro Fighter Officia. You're going to follow him on Instagram, and it's Pedro Fighter Officia, like the Spanish version, not official. Officia. It's Taylor Daniel. You won the Pedro Fighter Rock. Yikes. And it wasn't you. I'm sorry.
His life just got better.
He did.
You
His life did
You
get
keep
better.
telling me you're going to give me some of Pedro's rocks, and you don't.
Pedro,
You don't have a rock yet?
Pedro's listening right now. Pedro, you hear Benny? Come on, Pedro,
Get this kid a rock.
hook a fella up. There it is, right there. All right. Now, did you get some too, Ben? Did you get some text from the Ninja?
I got one from the Ninja. Can I get some music?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
The one and only Jimmy Fryer.
Jimmy Fryer. What did he win? What's it? Does it say what he won?
I haven't decided yet. We're going to give him a bunch of good stuff out of the boat, though, mostly because my boat could not fit another piece of tackle in it, and I need to clear a bunch of that stuff out. So I'm going to give him a whole bunch of stuff.
I like it. Send him one of Ish Monroe's tubes too.
Deal. I got a bunch of powder on some of them. Not that kind of powder, Pat.
I've seen that. Not Taku's powder,
Not Taku's powder.
and not that Ish Monroe has anything to do with that.
Right, of course.
Disclaimer. Total disclaimer right there. Unreal. All right, so we got 3 prizes. What do we got? We got 2 left.
Tube and powder.
Yeah, we got what do we got to give away still? Popcorn.
We got tin cup.
Oh, we got a tin cup pack and then a pair of Milliken frame glasses
Yes, sir.
from Waterland.
Yep.
My favorite ones, by the way, Ben. Sincerely, I wear the Milliken frames all the time. They seem to fit my face well. And and Coop sent me the Cooper Thor, my Asgardian brother, sent the gold glass lenses.
Ooh.
They're my favorite. dude.
Ooh.
Yeah, I wear them to the
Deal.
grocery store and everything. I could still read the product labels in them. You know what I mean?
I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah. It's great. Okay. So what we got 2 more, right?
2 more.
All right. Who's got them?
Tin Cup, Waterland. I don't have it.
I don't
You got-
have either. So it's
Ginge,
all
where
you,
you at?
Pat.
I don't have no winners. We got to give away Tin Cup and Waterland.
You have them, Pat.
Oh, I do, Jen. Sorry. Okay. I'm bad at. Oh, wait. Hold on. I don't have them, Jen.
Wait. I got Tin Cup.
Oh, you do?
I got Tin Cup.
Okay.
Yep. Ready? The winner of the Tin Cup fun pack is Ronnie Adams.
Ronnie Adams.
Ronnie Adams.
That's right. All right. Now we got.
You should have Waterland.
I don't have it. I'm telling you, I don't. I'm looking.
No?
I'm looking at my phone. He sent me South Shore and Pocket Rock, and I gave you South Shore.
All right.
We got to give away some Milliken frame glass. Ben already left.
I'm right here. I was going to show you this. There's 2 giant antelope right out there.
Oh, holy cow!
Look at that.
Dude, I
There
dare
it
you to go sneak up on him and slit their
Go
throat.
try to ride one.
Yeah.
Deal.
Go up. Matt Robertson would.
I don't know about that.
He told me he rode a cow once.
All right, maybe he would then. There's people riding bikes.
Wow, it's getting
But-
crowded around here on the straight.
Okay,
It is.
I got Waterland.
It is.
Okay, you got the Waterland
I got
winner.
Waterland.
This is for the
Yep.
Milliken frame Waterland glasses.
Yep. The winner of the Waterland glasses
Is
is Luke Mickle.
Luke Mickle.
Luke Mickle.
Mickle. I like that name.
Mikel.
Heck yeah, you won.
Mickle.
All of you winners, you lucky winners, all you have to do is direct message the Straycast Bookface page to Rock and Shoal Fantasy, and he'll get you some prizes out. Be patient. They do come. They do come eventually. Ben Milliken, as you stated, maybe your next victory soon come. You know what I mean? You got
Soon
an
come.
Opens victory. Maybe that Elite Series victory soon come. And the Northern Swing here.
We're gunning for it, man. There's 2 places I haven't spent much time, but I'm feeling really good about them, to be honest.
But that's nice sometimes. That's nice. Like it keeps it fresh.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I spent like a day on both places total in my
Keeps
life.
it still
So
fresh.
Man,
It
that
does.
background you got going right now looks fake.
It really
looks
does look
totally
AI.
fake.
it doesn't look real,
wow.
man. Place is nuts.
unbelievable.
I wish I had a plug for my a 12-volt plug for my Starlink, because I would have taken the boat out into the canyon. It looks insane in there, but I don't have a 12-volt or just a wall 110 plug-in. I'm not like the fancy Matty Robinson.
We'll all
Or
watch
so.
the YouTube video. Ben Milliken YouTube.
I can't wait.
That's
Yeah,
right.
I can't wait to see it. And Ben, thank you again for your support of this show. We appreciate the support you have shown the Straycast show in all our endeavors from get-go. Thank you so much for that, dude. Appreciate it.
Of course, you guys are
Proud-
awesome.
Proud to call you a buddy for sure.
Congrats on the state record too. It's
Yeah,
amazing.
that's a big
Oh,
deal.
thanks, Ed.
That's a
Thanks.
big
I
Hey,
deal.
how
appreciate
long is that fish? I saw a picture of it.
It
fish
was only
looks like
20
it's
inches.
20
It was
inches.
built- Yes, it was a damn football, dude. I don't know what it is up here, but these fish, I don't think they've been off bed long. The water's only 67 degrees right now. But they're so fat. I think that they just eat craws. They're more a northern strain, a little mouth, taller variety.
Yeah.
So I think they're all just like coughing up crawdads. So there must be a billion craws in here, and they just
God.
engorge all day on them.
That thing was tall.
Unbelievable.
There ain't no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
Door
Yeah, it was a
County.
wide one.
Well, tell everybody in the fam I said hi, please, Ben, and we'll see y'all on the path to happy destiny in Detroit coming up here in a
Yeah,
couple weeks.
We'll see you to the beautiful Detroit city here in a couple weeks.
There it is with your
Yes, sir.
new Elite Series champion, let's call it, Ben Milliken, for the St. Clair event. Why not?
Hell
What
yeah.
the hell? Let's
Let's
call
do
it.
it.
There it
Get
is.
it.
Let's do
Bass
it.
Galaxy, give it up for the one and only proper bassin' man, Mr. Ben Milliken. Right there. Thanks, Benny.
Thanks, Ben.
Heck yeah. All right, there it is. Another edition of Straycast. We're back next week with Drew Cook and Johnny Cox. Yeah, cooking with Cox. We're gonna do a tips show.
Two single syllable first and last name guys.
Yeah, we're gonna do
like
a
it.
tips show, or just a tips show
Okay.
with Cook and Cox.
Okay.
Yeah, it should be fun.
I like it.
And we'll talk a little more about South Shore too.
I
and,
get my
and-
questions about knots and leader length ready.
Lovely leader, leader length. Hey, Ryan, why don't you take us out tonight? I had enough.
I'm taking us out.
I'm winded. Yeah, Andy, give him a bouncy seat. Give him something. Give him a little choppy. And Ryan, take us out.
I'll take us out.
Thank our advertisers.
I want to thank everybody for watching.
They treat us good.
I want to thank all our advertisers for making the show possible. Thanks, Pat, for hosting this show.
It's my pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thank you,
Nothing
Omnia.
else going tonight.
Thank you, Omnia, OmniaFishing.com. Thank you, Sims, for keeping us dry.
They do.
Knobs Jack Plate, jacking us up,
I'm all jacked.
getting us out of shallow water. Impulse Lithium, letting us go all day.
All day.
Power Pole, keeping us pegged.
I'm power
Right.
pulled down for pleasure
That's
right
right.
now, buddy.
That's right. Tin Cup Whiskey, keeping us calm.
This is official brown liquor. A classic.
Official Brown Liquor Best.
Mhm.
Berkeley Fishing, Abu Garcia, love them. All over the deck.
Yeah.
Mad Science Print Lab. Get
Number
yourself
one
printed.
print shop in the
Absolutely.
Chicagoland area.
Small business, big business, events, whatever you got. Mad Science Print Lab. Waterland sunglasses. We throw shade with Waterland.
We do.
Thanks, everybody.
There it is right there. Tightrope fishing and Chicago bass fishing. If you need a guide on the south side, Ryan Whitaker is your guy. ChicagoBassFishing.com. Also, thank you so much to the best damn producer in this business. That's Andrew Ellenberger. He's a Ginger Ninja. Thank you, Ben Milliken. Thank you, JR Rock and Shoal Fantasy. And of course, Josh Sokol on the home front. Next week, we return. Same bass time, same bass channel. I'm Pat Renwick. I bid you peace, and peace I bid you. See you next week, folks.